That's one of the big ones, right? They got third. Heretics has a chance here today to best them in that regard.
Absolutely. And this is a very solid start for them. G2 going to be forced to use the timeout after dropping that bonus round. And one of the big things to consider is just yesterday, Heretics playing this very map versus 100 Thieves and having absolutely just such a dominant attacking side, which is not something that we usually see on Bind. That was an 8-4 score line. G2, they want to avoid that at all costs.
There we go. I made it quite loud, not gonna lie.
You have to imagine that Heretics, with
I made it quite loud compared to my voice.
Maybe can make some minor tweaks to that defender side when they swap over to it.
Also,
where
I
they
like this
started
turned
to
down.
falter
There
a
we
bit,
go.
where it went into that overtime yesterday. But
No, I turned it down more.
both these teams have been really good at
I'm forgetting
buying.
my fucking
G2
mic
lately
works.
has been on a
There we
heater.
go. Now you can hear
Team
me
Heretics
properly.
has been really good for the most part this year. They were destroying most of the teams in EMEA on this map.
Our foodies are floating.
Just,
You fix that.
Really starting to come into form in this event, especially against Heretics, obviously. But now Rian's has his ult. Could use that thrash to clear some space.
There we go.
3 players already lining up towards short.
Far back.
Benji Fishy far behind.
It's a couple seconds behind.
Go off the back of this thrash.
That's it.
Thrash to open.
2 seconds.
Spotted out, top of truck. Icy has to drop back. Boombot shifting over to go ahead and clear out lamps. A lot of space just having to be given. Are they going to be reading the double setup here into showers? Now
No one in
silence.
there. They're playing really far
G2 camp.
back, not gonna
Be
lie.
worried here. It's Heretics. You haven't seen a lot of counter util.
Might be smart.
So going for that plant, you know that's probably going to be the go key. Patty Tech
Good
trying to
info
clear out
peek.
showers as best he can, but knows
Good
there's a couple
damage,
players
good
in there. So now let's see what Heretics does. They have the option to TP, but they don't have any info on what's going on in Hookah, so could be risky.
Push up now. In towards lamps.
Push
Double
two.
push, shoulder going to be spotted. Trent going to be good with the follow-up shot. Benji
Oh,
Fishy
it's a
gonna
really
take it
good
down.
shot.
Solid opening here from
Okay.
G2. HL to clear over towards shower, and it looks like Heretics still want to plant over at A, but now teleport is going to be taking lead. Out in
Damn.
front, just getting mowed down. Rans quick with a headshot. Now that B site in the hands of Heretics. G2 not far behind.
Nice, nice. No, that. Oh my god.
Scoops up his third.
And they perish.
Lurking back over on that A site. It's a solid start for G2. A hopeful round, a hopeful chance. A bit of an eco win, a half by purchase. But Heretics shut it down.
Yeah, it's good patience here from Heretics. I like the way that G2 plays this round. They're freezing things, keeping Heretics
That's
having to
absolutely
guess,
disgusting.
having to, make some scrappy plays to get through. Had to take a risk going through that TP. But with the gun advantage, it works out for Heretics because they're
Oh, you look so
insanely
sad.
cracked mechanically. They don't give you many opportunities. They're just clicking
But they
your
got
head
her
like that.
lacking.
One of those moments where you want to be seeing Leaf in a tuck-away spot.
I'm not
holding
even
their stinger,
hold
holding
you.
a
They
hard
got her
angle.
lacking.
Maybe even sending out the snake by the try to delay the take of the site, allow for the rest of your team to try to get into some kind of defensive position, but
Sure.
it's caught off guard.
He tried to get ahead of it a little bit.
Yeah, just not enough weaponry.
I feel like that was something.
Now 4-0.
That was
Waste of bullets, okay.
yeah, absolutely useless.
Now they're going to be
The first one I
thinking
understand, but
B
like
side here. Dog.
the second
cleared.
spray was
One
just
player.
unnecessary.
You're like, you didn't even see nobody.
Going to be identified as clear.
Good flash,
Again, this
too.
swing out, shots looking great. Jonah P.
Come on, come on,
Seeking
come
to
on.
try to get them on the board. That's the spike now, down to the floor. Boombot going to be clear,
We
but they know
can get
exactly
him.
where
We
Roots
clear
are, but
him.
he's still fighting
No,
back.
no.
As he comes in with a second.
Ooh, with the double kill.
What is Trent
Elon
doing?
opened up, the rest of the team has already taken this site. Now a 3v3 with everyone completely on the opposite side of the map.
And that's showstopper for Woot to make things even more difficult for G2. They're going to have to try to spread the map. But this is going to be a very, very challenging
Should I
lane take,
label it
especially
Valorant?
with Rian
Okay,
holding
me
the
stepping
elbow
into
angle.
Valorant because
As
it's
Leaf approaches.
Leaf is going to have to win that or have these two players approaching now past
Hey,
Fountain,
Pando is
draw some
hungry.
attention, get the eyes off him.
Feed him.
Patience, though. Waiting for the rest of the team to make contact before he makes a push around the
I
corner.
love that I can just do that for my chat. That's so much easier than just switching the entire thing, especially if I'm using the display capture. It's
At the ready,
irritating.
Wood sending it.
That was an ass.
Damage not going to be found, but he turns
Not a very
back
good
over,
thing.
finds Leaf,
Good,
and the rest of
good,
the team clean
good.
it
And
up.
they're
Wood
just getting
keeping them in this
sweet.
round.
absolutely mopped.
So far out in front, 5-0 to start.
People garden.
And
Blue
this
has
is one of
shot
the
his
biggest
ult and
differences,
hits
I think,
nobody.
for Team Heretics this event, is how much better Woot is getting throughout this event. The last time they played on this map was in the Swiss stage.
One,
Woot was a little
two,
bit off
He's doing a
balance,
good job, you
and
know?
now he has really come
And then
alive. I
when
mean,
he
a good
dies,
job there by Jonah P. Sets
two.
it up nicely, but Woot just too darn
Look at
good.
that.
It's a
The
very.
aim is ridiculous.
He bails them out of this round.
Look at them.
But right now, it
Oh
is
my
very
god,
much
she's
a
so
joint
pretty.
effort across the board. I mean, Rian's 8-1 at the moment. Gecko impact
Are you
being
streaming?
down, another thrash nearly built up.
No.
Oh,
Take onto the orb, and
on the game
finds
chat.
it. Jonah just trying to get some kind of little bit of damage out there.
And that Seeker's gone. You don't even get an extra orb out of that death.
You don't even get extra
That's
about
bad
that.
news
That's
for
crazy.
G2. See what Trent can do, but right now, a little bit of a walkabout. Is
Trent
Trent?
with the Sheriff.
Okay, Trent's been good with the Sheriff.
Second time he's taken down Benji with it.
I mean, you take those.
Well, Viper
Benji,
exchange here
personally,
for
I
that
wouldn't take
Sky,
it.
but having those Seekers online,
Not gonna lie, I
ever
think
important in trying to convert around like this here
this
for
is
G2.
very distracting.
And just the shift across the map.
What
I mean,
is
key
distracting?
positions here from the side of
The
G2.
chat on the side.
But not really sending any kind of rotations quite just yet. Not pulling the trigger on looking to reinforce that B site.
Well, you can see how wary Heretics are of these lurks.
They're very spread out.
Already Patty Tech
Extremely thin.
towards market, while the other three try to
Oh,
figure out how they want to make the B hit.
Oh,
Smokes
they're
comes
gonna
down.
Only have two to
They're
secure.
looking to
They're
get
gonna
through.
take Patty
Should be
Lucky.
uncontested here as G2 now tries to spread the map, trying to come from a bunch of different angles to make this retake happen.
One at lab, Patty Tech.
What? Nice.
Able to find
Nice.
Just trying it across. Nicely taken down.
Nice.
Swing out from Cubby Boo. Gets rid of Leap, and now it is all just
Get him,
Trent.
get him. Oh
Push comes
my
in, Boo's
god.
happy. Finds that headshot. One casualty. 6-0.
The fadeaway there from Boo, but some snappy shooting all around for Heretics. Love to see it. Love to see the mental game here strong so far for Heretics. This next round's going to be their biggest test.
What is that statue?
Whole bunch of ultimates
What is that statue?
available.
I don't know. Woot's been doing some very questionable satchels. Not gonna lie.
Bam.
I think all of them are doing very questionable
Right as he's going
satchels.
around the corner.
Have you seen some of Woot's ones at the beginning?
They're not missing a beat.
Questionable.
After destroying 100 Thieves on Sunset yesterday.
Fair enough.
There's that operator for Icy as well.
To be fair, when he did it, there's no one there, so it didn't really hurt him.
Yep.
They avoid the setup.
Is useless.
They get a solid read.
I think that's why they do a double controller on there.
Showers control
Make
firmly in the hands
those
of
ops
Heretics.
a little
Site as
more
well is
useless.
now the pit. Enveloping it, but Woot gonna be taken down. Fallon able to find that one. Jump forward, showstopper into the corner. Boo gonna be taken down. G2
Okay.
in a decent enough spot, but they still have to try to fight through this pit. Rian's fighting back. Leaf gonna be taken out.
That
Benji,
works,
Benji
that
caught him
works.
in the crossfire. As Fallon finds 3.
Last one, Teak. What are you gonna do?
Spike planted.
Patty.
Not gonna note. She's up against the
Patty
wall.
got this, bro.
Avoids the dizzy. The flash as well, not connecting, but they have a very
Damn.
good idea of where he
That
is.
could have been a very good pick. That was very
G2,
nice try.
hence the odds here in the round, are able to get a very solid retake and get themselves on the board at last.
Denying him
Yeah,
his
you're
life.
finally starting to see these ideas for G2 on this map come to fruition. It's been a lot of retake heavy approach to this Team Heretics squad. Trying to
There's
find
been a
ways
lot
to
of
delay,
retake,
trying to wait
approach.
until everybody's in
Nice
position
ones
to
you
make
got
their
there.
strike.
Hot
They have to
pink.
invest
I
so
like
much
it.
in that round, Achilleos. All of
I
the
like
ults
it,
get
Picasso.
used. The op is
See,
able to
they're
be
just
picked
like
back
me. They
up.
use a wireless mouse.
But whatever, you get the
I know
round
everyone's
three,
shitting on
6-0.
wireless mouse. It's so much
That's
nicer to
fine.
play
You
with.
gotta take those wins where you can.
I mean, you're on the
Your
side of the
hand
map where
feels
you're gonna be
free.
expected to go 7-5.
Right.
You know, have that kind of score line.
But my
So being able to just get that
my
one,
wire is so like
get over that hurdle, maybe they can build up some kind of
loose that it
snowball. But
feels free.
as far as breaking the economy of Heretics goes,
But, like,
basically
still.
impossible at this point.
Yeah, it's gonna be
What
have to be like
I don't know.
4 rounds
I don't
in a row
know.
potentially.
Just
was that?
I don't like
a
wires.
Sitting back.
Viper doing the
This time
smoke?
around, Team Heretics opts to turn the tempo down,
uh,
touch,
Leaf throwing that smoke.
and they are going to be just
I have no
waiting
clue.
to see what kind of info they
Because
can
if
get.
so,
Right now,
what
they
is
don't
the
have much.
reason?
No,
What is
it's
the
not
hawk
Leaf.
As you would
Nope.
expect out a long beat. Some smokes
Okay,
being
because I was
placed.
like, what is the
Valen
reason
falling
to
back
have an
behind the
operator
truck.
there?
Mm-mm-mm.
Back
It's
up
not
from
Leaf.
Trent
It
there
was
towards U-Haul.
Benji.
Still, Heretics just playing the waiting game. They really aren't going fishing for too much information. Dog's
Going
going to see
fishing for
absolutely
fish.
nothing, so that's going to send Leaf back over towards that A site. You've got to expect that this is going to be an A hit now for G2, and that's going to allow Icy to go on a
The
bit of a
founding
walkabout
fathers on the
through
rerun.
attackers' defenses.
Solo is this position. Even just trying to rotate over a little bit faster by taking the teleporter can be risky because you don't have any kind of showers control. Orbital strike now going to be opened up.
That's a
Pushing
crazy
them back out of
ult from
lamps.
him.
Wood trying to play off the back of that one, taking some forward space. Trent just going to be tucked away here into the smoke, but that does reveal him. Ooh, in a very aggressive position.
They can hear him,
Smoke is ready to
but
dissipate.
they don't
Sees
see him.
not gonna find the catch.
Shooting randomly from there is
Time
like,
ticking. Clear the dizzy with a full flash connection.
That
Wood
was
gonna be down first and foremost.
unfortunate.
Trent swings out
Timing,
and
double
finds it.
molly, and a
Over
flash.
the top to try to buy some space, but the Cactus decides to pull back. Wisely gets himself shifted back over in towards
Just
lamps.
unfortunate timing,
shot,
and
can't quite make it connect.
Zeke looking to take the by
Running
himself.
out of Brienne, claims another. The wingman
Most.
is trying to start the defuse. Brienne, the one back
Good.
shot, the third, looks for the fourth, can't make it happen. But
No
now with
ace for
19
him, but
last
very
man
nice
standing,
try.
just an operator in hand.
bro, Raze?
He's got to try to stay alive. He's gotta try to
Very
hold
good.
on
He
to
got
this.
3 in one go.
Pushing over in his direction.
Nice.
Able to find one, swaps to the classic, but he cannot retain the weapon. And G2
what is that
cannot
finisher?
I think that was
fight
really
back-to-back
greedy
rounds.
of him. He should have just took it and
This
ran.
is a fun round. Some
That was
really
very greedy
interesting
of him.
stuff going on around that link. You have
That's a whole
Heretics
operator,
trying to
bro.
disguise the position of Woot near that
I
door.
think their econ
but
can
it's
afford
read
it.
really
That's
well
why.
by G2.
But
They
still.
have the counter utility ready
3 kills.
to deal with
Yeah.
that corner. So that's good awareness on their part. However, Rien's just absolutely goes nuclear on the site. Takes 3 down.
Rians. That's his
So
Rians.
crazy
Hi, Shoujo. Thank
how
you for the
good these
lurk.
Heretics players are. And then the rest are just swinging in from different
Yo.
angles, trying to bail each other out. But
But yeah, no, the
what's
announcer
impressed
voice
me
is
so
definitely
much about
coming
this
on
Heretics team is that
tonight.
when they are in form, when they are fired up, they are maybe
Look
the
at
most
this.
mechanically gifted team in this tournament. And I say that
What
with
is
Gen
that
G,
gun
who I
that he
think is
has?
Obviously insane, very, very good. But
Rians. What
they
is
are
that
so
gun?
cracked, they're so accurate, they're so fast.
Just,
It looks impossible
That was
sometimes what Heretics are able to do.
crazy ults.
Quick clear on everything.
That was a
Recovery available for the Thrash Boombot.
very bad ult.
Front guard. Oh my god.
What
Now
is that
spotting on
aim?
everybody has to back away. Doesn't want to give his life up for that.
Questionable. He took off some of his shields. Good. Fate all got everyone on site.
Connecting onto all 3 players here from G2.
Good shot. Good.
Sends out a second shot.
Damn,
Finds
Jonah.
Fishy. They look to try to turn this one around, but Rien's still alive.
Ew.
Shut down. A 3-piece from
3,
Jonah.
4.
No audio, no
Let's go for the ace.
Gets the fourth. Now on for the ace. The crowd erupting back
Don't you
into the
dare.
spot.
Don't you fucking dare.
Penalty, but it has to go for the challenge. Has to take it away from him. It will help G2. The
Bruh.
fairly clean round victory.
Okay,
A second
he
here in this
could've
opening
ran
half.
away.
Just insane stuff from Jonah B.
Bro, he
A
should've
wry
just
little
ran
smile on
away,
his
though.
face.
Man,
dodges the
you can
thrash,
see in his face that
ready
he's
for
so
the
disappointed
entry.
he couldn't
The
get it.
volley helping out just a little bit there.
Let me actually move our foodies. We're covering his
Toxic
face.
screen actually getting the assist in that, but
Covering his
still
face.
absolutely insane stuff from him. And a pump of the fist
Always some moments
as
back.
G2 trying to scratch and claw their way back through.
That's so bitchy of you to like steal his ace.
They always
Quite
do.
available.
Run
Yeah, I
away.
mean I do too.
Like literally just
Well, the
run
round
away and
victory,
say,
but
get your
still,
ace, get your
timeout
ace.
call from the side
It's
of
not
G2.
that hard. That's really bitchy of him, not
Trying
gonna
to
lie.
ensure that they can run
Or
back
is it like,
these last 3 rounds and a half, get themselves
unsportly
into a
to
decent
ace
It's
position.
that way?
it's very sportly.
Trying to turn it
Ace.
around to start to
Oh
close
look at
things
this
down
fan
on the
art. That's so
attack.
cute.
Oh,
So
Good
nice.
opportunity.
he has done them justice.
They're able to get their economy a little bit stabilized. Could find some value. Getting close to that. Seeker's ultimate again for Jonah
And
B
this
after that
stream
big
is not
round.
sponsored by Red Bull, but
Maybe
Red
get
Bull,
an
if you
orb
want
and
to sponsor
another
me, I will take it gladly.
Back online with that. And it's hitting them at the point of attack this time. That works for G2.
You don't even
Jonah
need
B
to give
just
her
holding
money,
an
just
angle,
Red
so
Bull.
the retake
Yeah.
heavy style.
So true.
Maybe something that
Lifetime
G2 is
supply Red
discussing,
Bull. I would
think, during this
appreciate it.
timeout. How do they want to do that? Do they want to get a little bit more aggressive towards the plant? You know, we saw that one round very early on where they were on an eco.
And
They stalled
oh
the
my,
heck
it's
out
so
of
good
Team
this year. I don't even have to take final exams,
something
so
like that. See if
the
they
Red
can get
Bulls
this done
can
again.
chill out a bit. My kidneys can have a break.
For the Heretics, but Rien's 14-4 right now on that
Okay.
get-go. This
And they're
absolutely
going down a
dominating.
cubby. That was a very good Fate Prowler. Cleared out just about anything that needs to be
Face coming
cleared.
up again, but Showers control.
It's a very common
maintained.
Prowler, but like
Yeah.
if they're lingering around there, they're kind of fucked. That was a really bad
There might be some
grenade.
util in response, and they're just going to TP back through. Don't like the lack of response again that they're getting. No
Don't like the
util
lack
to
of
try and stop this. Jonah
response.
B.
Straight into hello. Good morning. Good two piece.
Picks in the pieces.
They're gonna hang back. Good tap from Trent.
Caught
Very much
lacking
getting
by
away
Trent.
from Heretics. G2 the timeout, helping to
Oh
work.
my god.
Pull back
Oh,
away from
shit.
Icy.
Oh, did you see
That
that?
could have been an easy collat, not even gonna hold you.
To get the blind off and
Yeah,
out
to be
lead.
fair though, he did not
Swinging
know.
in.
Yeah.
We have X-ray.
Connecting. Brienne's. I think the gun barrel spotted. I think they know exactly where he's at. Pat attack.
That Phantom is. Oh my god.
What is that? They align and he strikes. Brienne's finds leap. It's all falling to pieces.
That was absolutely disgusting.
I thought this was G2's round.
Can I
love
get a
the way they
replay on
played it
that?
again. The macro
Can I
game
get
is
a
great
replay
here.
on that?
They're maintaining showers control. They're maintaining elbow
Look
control.
at the tick
They
getting
get two
bored.
in long. They've got the extremities of the map. They've got the flanks
That's
of the
disgusting.
map. Completely,
This is the meaning of
completely
swinging
under
the
their
flame.
purview.
That's so true.
But it's these cracked
Like if
players
he
of Team
don't swing
Heretics
there,
that
they
again
would just kill them.
find the right
So he
timings,
swing
find the
them.
right
Especially if
angles
you
in
like
that case
take a
for
minute and you
Patty Tech to
stutter
find
on
those
that.
kills.
You're
And they're
you're
so
dead.
wily.
Oh, it's a 2v2, it's a 2v2.
It is a 2v2. They're holding different angles. If he peeks that, he's very much so cooked.
Slow the tempo down.
Look at Dizzy out here doing tricks.
Buy down to a bulldog, but did get that
Dizzy getting
secrets
dizzy.
online. Off of that
Oh,
last round.
revealed.
Wood's not gonna make himself known.
Oh,
Maybe get good
I'm
recon
telling you,
going again
sometimes every
potentially.
now and then, if they just
Trying
threw
to
out a
contest still at showers, but not a lot of
just
info
a
here.
stray
Actually,
bullet here and there, they would have
14
gotten a good
smokes
pick.
are there, but they've got the right read in terms of numbers.
Probably a
The
round-saving
strong side
pick.
is
they
the A
would be
side until
risky
just
for wall hacks,
now.
but
Trent is left, and oh, Woot.
They can't. It's stadium stuff.
Another solid shot.
that's true.
Another opening pick. Icy
he had a
trying to
USB
save them
with
all.
him.
Paint shell
Mm,
over towards shower. Has
That's a good
back
satchel.
forward. Still in a very dangerous spot.
Oh,
The
that
flash
was
trying to
not a
escort
good
him.
satchel. That was
As
too
Trent
slow.
able to find two. Rienz and Benji Fishy both going to be taken down. But Woot now finding three. As Trent and Jonah P all fall to the wayside.
No, why are you
Let's
using
see.
Showstop Brands already.
He's
Seeking targets.
just trying to use it out.
Cannot find Icy. He's around the corner. Swing out Woot.
Come on,
Now for the
come on.
ace.
Ace, 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 ace.
Boom.
No,
Shot.
no.
Not going to connect. Relief is even trying to give him the opportunity. He does.
And give us the ace. Let's go.
Shut down the ace.
I wish this was in the morning. I could have screamed.
Woot is amazing.
I would have been able to yell, but no, I can't.
His progress throughout this tournament
Is it another
has been
police?
insane on this duelist role.
Is it sounded
And he
heavy?
is just absolutely unreal.
I don't
in this
even know
round.
anything other than woo
Trent
woo
tries to shut
son of
it
the
down,
police.
but it's the C's
That is a really good.
that catches him. Patty
I don't
Tech
know why
with
you
a
would
great
peek the
C's
nade.
to set
That
him up
is
for the third kill.
disgusting.
And then the final two are crisp and clean.
That's a flick.
I swear to God, Boo beeped that on purpose. I swear to God, he did.
Very well
Hey,
may
Wood, be
have.
careful of the gecko on the other side.
Either way, perhaps he was just a siren
Siren.
singing a song, drawing the ship against the
Oh,
rocks.
that's a crazy.
At our Wood right now, because he is rock
Oh,
solid for
Trent,
this
Trent,
squad.
Trent.
Close
Just
already to
spray.
the team. Tying
Just
around
spray
him,
when
but
he's
is he connecting?
blind.
Value not found.
But he knew they were
Plant
there.
coming in.
Why was this spraying?
It's Heretics. They're looking for that 10 and 2.
If he would have taken like a little bit longer
Like a repeat of that icebox they played last time.
to swing that,
10
he'd have
and 2
been
to
fine.
start for
Oh,
Heretics.
that's a kill.
There we go.
That was an easy kill.
So crisp.
Jonah's questioning it so much. He's like, should I take it or not?
At a monstrous deficit, give us the
He's
biggest run
really
that we've ever
trying
seen. That was a very different looking
I don't
Heretics.
think that's a-
Had a
You gotta
tackle
fight
around the
V1.
back. Jonah P. completely
No,
and utterly
Patty,
unaware.
no.
As he drives the blade into his back. 10 to 2. Heretics
that's a blaze of
out
chaos
for blood,
for you.
and they are finding it.
No doubt about it. Sharks in the water right now. Up against G2. They are
What is that woman
circling.
just
They are
standing there?
devouring.
I think a translator. They don't speak English as their first
Just
language.
reading all these angles so well.
She was
Trying to hide
pretty-
himself.
More
as
as
Valen,
look at him,
but things
look at
go
him.
completely askew in
That's crazy.
U-Haul. And therefore Valen,
That's
cheeky
crazy.
position, isn't able to strike the way
I
he
wouldn't take
intends.
I wouldn't either.
Man, oh man. Team
Man,
Heretics
oh man,
are fired
let's
up to
see
start
that
today.
again.
They absolutely are.
We're
Man,
at
near the top of the
halftime.
standings, Woot. Go ahead,
G2 is
go ahead.
losing and
Know it's
Heretics
player
are
moment.
winning 2-10. How do we feel about this?
But I mean, So
I think
it's
I was
10-2.
expecting something
It
like
is
that
okay
after the
to
first
do
map,
life
especially
because they are
because I
superior,
know their
they're giving
bind
a
is strong.
message.
Also, our
They
sunset is
are
strong.
winning
We
this
won
VCT.
against them in their maps, and we just win
Other
easily
than
our map as well.
Sentinels, but I don't
Right
think they're
now,
actually
we are
playing.
just
So,
still trying
no,
to
they
play as a
won
team
last
because
one. They're not playing.
if we don't play as a team, no one can shoot. Like
That
it's
is
not something
fucked
like that.
up.
I know it's like from outside.
There's reason for that,
we are
giving
so
other
good. Like, personally,
things,
our aims are
other
like
teams
skill
a
users,
chance to,
but we are
you know.
playing as a team always. See you. On the
Normally
pitch,
they don't
lucky
do that.
sport.
Normally they
Top
really
this
don't do
might
that,
be
but
it.
it's nice that
Who's
they
left
do it
alone,
this
but
time.
time is so short.
One,
Thieves forced to make a play.
2.
The snap is so
He
good.
killed 2 people, but
He
that
took
aim
Wow.
was
strong.
questionable.
through
Sure
the
about
through
it.
the thing. So
But I think we got our
Bro was
lessons
spraying
from
with a
second game.
Vandal.
We got insanely comeback. But as you see today,
no, that was a
we
phantom.
learned from G2 game.
okay.
So
His
we'll
spray was
just
still
focus
questionable.
our match again. Like we're not gonna think about like taking revenge. Of course, I really want to take my revenge, but when I start to thinking about it, I will probably panic, like getting excited. So I'll just
I'm
not think
probably
about it
panic
and play
getting
my game.
excited.
You heard him here. He's trying to get revenge.
I said I'm probably panic. I'm getting so excited.
Now, we look
I'd
forward
panic
into
out
the
of
second
fear.
half to see if G2 can start
Look at the woman behind
another
there.
difficult run back.
Oh, that's
Maybe
the
too much.
the dude I was telling you about.
You know,
Oh my god! Wait, you're telling me they give you
of course, and even better
a
than they
mini
did
cooler full of
yesterday.
Red Bull? I will
That's
take
underneath.
it.
And even though you could say that this might be Team Heretic's weaker side of the map,
A mini
I
cooler full of
don't
Red Bull.
know that G2 can
Please
turn this
and
back. They've done
thank
it
you.
before in this tournament. Yes, of course. But, you know, how many times can you dip into that well? Especially at this point in an event, especially in a best of 5. That's draining, that's exhausting to do. And right now,
Oh.
Team Heretics has G2
You know what I would have done here?
forced
Let's
I would
against a
see.
must-win
through the
pistol
smoke.
for
I
the
would
We
have
got-
through the smoke and tried
America
to.
squad.
We would
I know
would
it's
have been
flattering to say,
zooming
but
down
it's
the
true.
smoke.
Off the back here of that boombot. Penta gonna be tagged
No,
low.
you need to do it slowly so they don't know
There's a
they're
dizzy
there.
paint shot.
Now I would've ran.
Pieces in to try to
Two
find the kills,
more.
and he's only gonna find
Ooh,
one and do some
I thought they were
damage.
gonna get
Right down to
two.
40.
That's some
Very
charming
solid
play
swing.
right there. Swing or swung.
Leaf
Oh, he's gonna
his
die.
way up into the sky smoke
Oh,
here.
he's-
Flash out. The swing coming through, but whoa! Able to find one. Boo! Collecting another.
What?
They're all falling to pieces now. Just 2 players left. And already.
Ew.
Trent down.
Ew.
The swing. He's so aware. He's so dominant. And he's so damn
Boo,
good.
you absolute beast.
Heretics get the pistol.
You got
And they're
Chad.
2 steps away from knocking Bind out of the park.
Woot is giving him the boot out of this map.
So
He is
real.
on fire right now. Just
Ooh.
ridiculous how snappy he is. He thought he had that second one. Turned back for it. Swings the corner, finds the third. Let's go. Give him the
Looked like he was
handshake.
going for a hug.
You love to see
No, they
it.
have a little handshake. They do.
Maybe lights out has to be a
Hey,
force
Wima,
buy
yeah.
for G2. They were able to win this on the icebox.
Super senior style. Say it after me. Repeat after me. Where my hug at?
With these weapons, but
Where
Bulldogs
my
from
hug
Guardians,
at?
Tech, Benji Fishy with the
Yes.
Spectre.
Who is it? Who is it?
Oh my.
Let's see. We got 4 down. Oh, they all jumped in sync.
Back.
That's
Did
a
you see
whole
that?
down.
They know that the lion's share of the team is going to be playing on this side of the map.
Ben just use
But they're still gonna push. We got a couple of stingers in hand.
Just setting out the
All of them
monster
using stingers, actually. We got 2 bulldogs.
Well, the Disney
A
is
spec. 3 bulldogs, actually.
being allowed to recover.
Let's see. Let's see.
There.
One
back in play
right,
in just
2
a couple
left.
seconds.
Who
Gonna try to
peek
make a bit of a
first?
Tick is holding the on angle.
Trent over.
Trent has
Who's
gone
got his
through
angle
portal.
completely
He's
isolated, so he's going to
doomed.
need a little bit of a bailout potentially.
What is
Up on the door.
Blood doing? Just
What is
peek to
that?
the left side.
Watching it now.
Is that Protocol Bulldog?
Cover it.
Easy kill, bro. There's
Perhaps a bit
nobody
of a
there.
botch
Protocol
either way.
Bulldog is so Optimus Prime.
Seemingly always good for the kill.
Yeah. Or Megatron.
Taken down, still showing some presence.
It's giving Optimus Prime.
Now,
There's
the remaining
a lot of
3
blue.
players, aside from Jonah P, starting to make their way
30
up
seconds
here
left.
in towards
Megatron
angle.
more silver.
This
Move very
might-
cognizant of it as that Viper wall comes up.
Silver and purple.
Boo, come on. Boo, come on.
Let's see. Let's see.
Anywhere across, but
Ooh,
they know it's going to be
someone.
committed out
Someone.
towards this site. They have to. It's only 15
They
seconds
do the
remaining.
better graces with their guns as well.
Dropping around the back. Oh, seeking target.
He is coming hot.
They cross lead.
Let's see.
Tries to hit.
Here it
Find
takes
it. Who's
one.
taken down. Back
No,
to the
no,
last
no,
one,
no.
Boo. Cross back over to the coast. Doesn't decent amount of damage.
What is
Sights
that
falls down to
aim?
4.
Reload,
He's gotta
reload,
go try to go
reload.
for
Quick,
this
quick,
reload.
quick.
Sleeve just tucks away. Swing
No.
low. Finding the shot, finding the kill. Against, however, still
Kill him,
alive.
please,
Able to
thank
push him out,
you.
able to take him down. The swing on the
Two.
corner. Benji Fishy Assisted by Patty Tech comes
What
up
do you
that.
mean you can't?
Let's see.
Players left standing. Then G2.
One.
Swing out. Patty
Come on,
Tech
come on.
looking for the damage, looking for those eliminations. Hasn't found it yet, but in the meantime, the defuse
was
being held.
One.
Patty finding one.
Two.
It's up to half.
Two right. Hard right. Hard right.
An idea of his position. He knows that he's going to be in the
Two.
Kubi. He's able to
And
find
you're
it.
an absolute beast.
It's soft.
Defuse comes in. Heretics get up to map
Wonderful.
point.
I mean, G2 are
I
throwing
didn't know
everything they
they
can at Heretics in this round. They do
Honestly,
so much damage. They're 7
It's a really good,
HP away
well played first
from
match.
keeping themselves a little bit more alive in this
Normally
map.
it's
But now it's on match point.
a little more favored, but
Heretics
they're really
just has a
like
little
fighting.
bit more of an advantage. I love what Leaf does on this round. Sneaks around that smoke,
Walked.
catches him off guard. Able to find
Because those 2 rounds they lost was Loki kind of major setback.
There's gonna have to be a CS coming out eventually. He keeps turning that corner, keep firing.
VCT speed
Only
run
beat has
with
to
roof.
try to outguess him.
Oh my. And those good Heretics want to try to end the match with
G2
two
skill
judges
is
and an
crazy.
outlaw.
Trent's making noise.
One set up over. Lamps one in Garden.
See, what do we got?
In Hookah.
Is it a Marshall?
Support this degeneracy.
One's an outlaw.
Who works out
Leaf
one.
is.
There's Dizzy.
Oh,
Into connect
there's
Benji.
a
Very bad
Ew.
fire, but still manages the tap and take down Malin. Judge damage. Hurting quite
Took
a
out
bit.
one of
Should be
their
down to 27.
smokes.
Snap heals available to
Not
Icy.
bad,
Stuck
not
at
bad.
25. Boo.
One
Disrespect
smoke
to
gone
Snake
on
Bite.
each side.
Moves across that one, Judgy in hand. Pushing
Snake
up into
bite.
the sky smoke.
Damn.
Somehow missing out. Jonah P slipping the net. Able to find
Ew.
one, but Pattek snappy on the turn. Finds that kill. Brings it now into 2v3.
Oh.
For Woot, this is going to prove to be difficult. Can he get value out of this outlaw? Can he find a target?
Let's pick it up.
Just be a swap over.
Ooh.
No way. If he had hit that, I would've
Good
lost my damn
sights, good
mind.
sights.
Swing in,
One,
leave.
two.
With Icy, dead. Showstopper at the ready, set, deliver.
Because he got it anyways. Good
Team
shit.
Heretics, an explosive entry into this lower bracket final.
Mhm.
Take down G2, 13-2.
Absolute domination. Heretics are coming in fired up. They are not going to go quietly. They are not going to lose 3 in a row easily to this G2 squad.
They heard Gen G say that they wanted to play against Team Heretics. Team Heretics is looking to deliver on that want. Icebox coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere, folks.
This time I want you.
Like a magnetic.
I hope they don't put
See
this on
what
Twitter,
you
Benji.
goody.
Otherwise, bro, I'm gonna make some bad things to you, bro.
Good. you. Like it's magnetic. You.
Oh, thank
So
you for
pretty
not showing what
good.
happens when the bullet goes through the brain.
So real. Sponsored by AIM Labs because we all know you need it.
Not sure what sensitivity you perform best with?
Nah, did you see?
Are you constantly changing your
Did you see that?
sensitivity because you're missing? Introducing the universal
Nah,
sensitivity
even my
finder in
AIM Labs looks a lot better. I'm always
Get
in
real-time
90 percentile.
sensitivity recommendations. Keep track of the sensitivities you perform best with. Then bring
What
it
is
into
his
your next
voice?
ranked game and dominate. Now available in AIM Labs Plus.
AI generated.
Yeah. Ooh, Omen.
hmm Actually, a really good laptop.
I have a Mac.
If I was to get a gaming laptop, I would grab one of this.
Hey, I have that headset. I have that one. It's in my drawer right now.
Blood has a good headphones and he keeps it in a drawer. Anyway.
No, because I have a better one on right now.
Ah. 1v5
JBL
clutch.
360 hearing.
Oh, I love the JBLs.
Wait, Look.
Oh, you're showing me something on Discord. Hmm?
This one.
Oh, yeah.
Started off great, but once the new
Jessica.
They changed.
in the beginning,
I'm gonna have to mute it. Sorry. I'm gonna have to mute it.
Mute what?
The ad.
Oh yeah. Wait, I don't have ad.
No, on here. I could also turn it off. Oh, it's on. Oh, it's ad.
Wait, why did you get ads?
Let's see. We can
Why do
refresh.
you have ads?
I can just refresh and get rid of that.
Why do you have ads? Huh?
Unlike your thing, I'm not favored by the people.
Oh, okay. Valorant likes me, bro.
I'm gonna get muted. Ooh, vicious texture would be so insane. Are you sick?
No, I have like coughing virus.
Oh.
Right.
Sweetheart, that's called sick.
Cheek was
Sweetheart, that's called being sick.
Whooping cough?
Whooping cough? That you're sick.
Yeah.
You're sick, honey. I'm sorry to break it. I keep getting fucking ads. I'm tired of this. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, I need to watch Acolyte.
Let me mute it. I don't want to get. I'm probably gonna get muted anyways, but still.
Acolyte looks hella good. I need to watch it. What's that?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm only
lightsaber.
a fan of only a fan
What
of
are you
the
about to say now?
OG ones.
Mandalorian was good.
The OG Star Wars.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, it's him. I like that guy.
Funny little dude.
Chevrolet. Cam playing college online.
And there we go, we're back in.
You think that would be something for you?
Our founding father.
Gaming online school.
Hey guys, I'm standing
Gaming
here right
online
now
school.
with Neil Zenio of Team Heretics. So congratulations on that first map. The team looked
I'm
really,
putting my
really
mic extra
good.
close so
I'm
you
wondering,
can't
not
say
a
you
lot of
didn't hear
teams
me.
get the chance to face off against the same team 3 times in the same tournament over the span of like a
I'm
very short
actually
period
get rid
of
of
time.
this
So
chat
how
inside.
unique of an experience
Bye-bye.
was that like for you as a coach and for the
There we
team
go.
overall?
Yeah, something I've never experienced before as a coach, especially on a stage this big.
I like the jackets.
There's positives and negatives to it. Like they know
I
our game
fucks
very
with
well,
the
we know
jackets.
their game very well. But
His
for
eyes
our
are very
coach,
blue.
it's nice because we kind of understand how they're going to anti-strat us. So I think that's what worked well for us in Bind. Like we kind of anti-stratted their anti-strat, and we kind of were in full control the whole game. But
Did you see
I'm
the
expecting much
fabric, you know?
tougher games in the next couple of maps. So yeah, if we can learn anything
It's
from the
like
last series, it's not over till it's
fucking
over. So
armor
just
plate.
keep going.
More mind games to come, right? Good
Yeah.
luck.
Well, the win streak continues for Team Heretics. It's a fantastic start in this lower bracket finals. I'm your host, Yingsun, and I'm back here once again with Doug and Mimi. There was no comeback there.
28% for
Heretics, they were just the
G2.
better team on
I
that
think
map.
that's just
Yeah, I mean,
unfortunate
they've
at this
looked great
point.
in their map ones throughout all the previous iterations of this matchup, but this one was something special. They came out and looked absolutely incredible. I'm such a big fan of the way that they're implementing this 100 Thieves comp. I think
How
the
is she
coordination is on
having
point.
on a
The way they
black,
set Wood up for
like,
success is fantastic.
shirt,
And for G2,
t-shirt,
it's another
2
one of
bots,
these
bro.
slow starts. Seems like
I think
every
they
game
give
they're
the
going
arena
down
pretty
6
cool.
rounds in a row.
The script writers are getting lazy.
Yeah.
But I do think, given what we just saw in the first map, it feels like the outcome very well could be different. And yeah, it's a marathon, you know, we talked about those things, but the way that Woot performed, that kid is the truth. This is ridiculous what he did on that stage.
And this is kind of what I think Neil was talking about, right? With how they're kind of adding an extra layer to the anti-strat. And the way in which they're in their post plans, they played super proactively to fight back site and were really disruptive to G2's game plan. Generally, this comp plays out using your nades and your mollies to full stall the plan when you're on A. But I think Team Heretics did a great job of finding the right timings to go for these deep fights and using their second cycle of utility from their initiators really well to stop G2 from playing into those
No.
retakes that they're really good at.
Get-
And it was rounds like these that got that ball
Get
rolling
bent.
and built them such a dominant hand.
Yeah, it's just so
I
tough
don't
when
know.
you
I don't-
get
I don't
all
eat
those
burgers like
advantages
that.
early
I-
on. You know, you're hitting a second cycle of utility. You're playing that part of the
It's
game
not my-
perfectly,
my thing,
and then you
so.
have 3Ks, and then you have 4Ks, and then
Have
you
you
have
heard
aces,
about
and when you're
Super
clicking
Size
on
Me,
all
the
cylinders like that,
Yes. Yes, oh my
miserable
god.
to try to
I
overcome.
don't know.
There
I've been
was
that
no
shit sometimes.
opportunity for a comeback there whatsoever.
And every single one of those
Binge.
multi kills you just
I've binge
mentioned
watching that
basically
shit,
came
and
from
guess
Wood.
where it's
So
based?
let's
In
take a
the
look for
UK.
the, our HyperX reflect moment of the day. It could have gone to like 50 rounds that Wood was
50
involved in,
rounds.
but this was crazy.
This was one of the most
5-0.
ridiculous just rounds from a player I've seen. He doubles back,
Yeah.
flips on the second player twice,
We only
and
had
then he's running
15.
out of the smoke, split second,
Let's
kills
go.
one guy,
He could've
and
got
then
a
he has
4K.
his aim
He got C
perfectly
killed.
pre-fired to go for the guy on bench. It's such
The
a
second kill
showcase
there is a
of
steal
how
kill.
good this kid's game sense is, how incredible his aim is, and also you see how well he's playing with his
This
team. He had a
kid
flash into backside there. There's another
plays
layer where they're
21.
swinging together front side.
They're playing
Everything
my
is
kid.
working for
I
Team
think it's 'cause they're
Heritage, and
older.
so much comes down to this phenom.
I mean, you can count on one hand the amount of bullets he missed in that clip.
I
It was
always love
ridiculous.
Wood's
The last one was the most
picture.
impressive.
I think it's so goofy.
It's unreal. And again, when you're in the
This is
face
just a
of
little
that
guy.
type of
60%
performance,
headshot is crazy.
3.8
And this
KDA.
is the
I
other
think
thing,
that's
right? And we talk
genuinely
about
like
how
amazing.
Panadet came in as a stand-in. Wood had to move his role. Miniboo was already a world-class duelist, and dare I say it, is Wood better than Miniboo?
I just got messages from a couple of friends after that map. Like, is he the best duelist in the world? And right now, the answer looks like a resounding yes.
His form
Because
is
even a
impeccable
lot of people,
this
they
tournament,
whiff a lot,
although I feel like
and
no matter the role he is playing, it's just his
he's
pure
just so
mechanics that are the most
consistent.
impressive to me.
Yeah, he could do anything, it feels like. But let's talk about the next map, because you heard it from Neil.
I think
They
that's
did a
genuinely
lot of
ridiculous.
prep on Bind, because obviously they had to go up against 100 Thieves as well, and they anti-stratted the anti-strat. But what about Icebox? How is this going to shape out to be?
Yeah, last time we saw this one play out,
Wow, imagine
G2
being
kind of
a
took this, or excuse me,
moderator
Team
in
Heretics took
Valorant.
this home 13-7. G2's been struggling a little bit on
Look at that
Icebox.
guy.
They were initially playing that Harbor
so
comp
cool.
with the Gecko and Sova that they played throughout Americas, and then they experimented with switching that Harbor out for a Sage, which I do think is a good comp, but it looked a little bit shaky. They're 0-2 on it thus far, and with this Team Heretics team having so much confidence off that map 1 win, having beaten them last time, this feels like the perfect recipe to go up 2-0 in a best of 5.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. I think the one maybe
I don't
benefit
like
if we're
how
looking for a
it's
silver
looking
lining
down
or
on the PC.
something that we can kind of dial in on to inject a little bit of hope into
I
the
could never do
situation.
that.
It's
because it
better
looks
for your
obvious, to be
eyes.
perfectly clear,
And
is that
your
when you get beat
spine.
13-2, you just have to move on.
Look at the
right?
wing, man.
There's not one thing you can point to. There's not
cannot see
somebody who
what you are taking
underperformed.
up right now.
So many things went wrong there. You just kind of wash it off and go, all right, that happened, yes, but we just move on.
And G2 has proven to be good at it. I imagine Valen back with the boys right now ahead of this second map, getting everyone reset. They know they're a comeback team now. I think the mental has to be good going into this second map, but looking at the history, it is going to be a challenge to win this one for G2.
It is indeed, but I also need Heretics not just to win this one, but I need them to close
How
it
many
out on
coffees
Lotus.
do they need?
I do not want to see a situation where they give
think
G2
that's
an
a little
opportunity to come back.
And so you were
ridiculous.
telling me, this is the team
Have you heard
who
about the
lost
drink
to the
Jarito?
first ever reverse sweep
Ever.
in the
Jarito.
EMEA region.
The
It was
soda.
the first time in any
Mhm.
best of 5 from that region. And Fnatic
Ooh,
stole
I
it from
had
them.
one
Last time these two teams
yesterday.
played, it got stolen from
The
them.
sparkling
The game
drinks.
is not over until they have
the
3
Melissa
map
soda.
wins.
Yeah, sort of.
It's just that. You can't count
The
G2 out.
Gueva.
And I think you heard Neilzinho say the exact same thing. And I think that's important. As you're kind of getting through this, as you're navigating
I
this
got
best of
another
5,
one.
that has to be the message.
Yummy.
We saw it last time we
How
played
many
these guys.
drinks
It's
do
not
they
over until
need?
it's over. And I think for Heretics, there's a lot to feel good about here.
Okay.
I literally
Going
only need
back
like
to the
2
Harbor comp, which I do like.
energy
I think they
drink
look
and a
great on
water,
this
and
throughout
that's it.
Americas. I love the way that the Sova and the Gecko combine, especially on their attacking
See?
sides. I think they have a lot of great looks
No
to clear
duelist.
early space and then push into the second stage. And they also combine it really well with Valen's
No
Harbor.
duelist comp.
Do you like this?
Yeah, a good Harbor can be so smothering and
What's
so
going on,
suffocating. And I
chat?
think Valen has shown proficiency on this agent. I think his ability to call and
I
run
would say
defaults
you
and
could-
conditioning off of that
could
is just so
definitely
good. I'm a really big fan of the Harbor.
take
It's
out
also really
Viper.
good against Star Duelist players. It gives you a lot of options.
The Harbor
both
gives you a
with
lot
your
of cover.
stand util from your initiators and all those Harbor walls
Yeah,
to
but
block
Harbor
off
does
Woot
too,
and
no?
try to deny him the hot
Yeah,
start he had
yeah,
in
but
map 1.
that's what I'm saying.
we
I don't
need to see
think the
them win a
Viper is
pistol.
really
We need to see them
necessary.
not go down
It's
6
kind of more of a
rounds to start
safe
a
play.
game if they want to bounce
Oh,
back into
behind
Icebox.
me.
Well, this is the thing. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Don't
Heretics,
be.
they take the first one. But
Good
Paper Thin and
morning.
Achilles, it's G2 we're talking about. They are the comeback hits.
Good morning, Vietnam.
They absolutely have proved themselves to be in the past, but right now,
How's it
Heretics
going? How's
off to
your
a
night been?
roaring
Oh,
start.
morning.
Dominance from them in that opening
I'm
map, but does it
taking a look at
continue?
VCT.
Can G2 start having that download?
I've been here for almost like an hour.
How Heretics is playing and manipulating information on the map. We're about about to find out.
Manipulating is
Well,
crazy.
absolutely, and I really like this change up towards the harbor. To what
They're
Mimi was
gaslighting.
talking about, you can isolate the duelists and other players like that using the utility, but also it's going to give you a lot better entry into the site on this attacker side. This is the side of the map where they really struggled last time. It was a 10-2 half.
These
for
welcomes
Heretics
that
on
we
their
being. Oh,
defenders
good morning.
against
Good
G2 on this
morning.
ice box. So this gives
I
you
hope
the
you had a
ability
really
to
good
not
season.
let those cracked aimers have those easy angles, hold those
Ooh,
spots.
that's a fake and a half.
Gives you a little bit
Charming
more
just
ability
woke up
to
like
obscure things
an
and
hour
use this
ago, and I
cascade
have not
to
slept yet.
obscure
So
this B hit. It's gonna come
2
down to
hours,
Boo,
actually.
who's already ducking away
Yeah, 2
from this
hours.
owl drone, sees it coming, wants to try to hide, but his presence is revealed.
that
Good
fake was
recon dart there.
crazy.
yeah, I'm doing a
Checked by
very
Trent.
early stream, so
Now Boo is just gonna have to
take the rest of the
maybe get a
day
one and
off
done,
tomorrow and just
wait for
relax.
the rest of his team to come because
4 a.m. for me.
big full-on B hit for G2.
It
It
is
is Wingman
indeed.
leading the charge. Coming down, Poison Orb on the setup. Play now in play. In time, gonna start working against Heretics here, who've also
This
taken
is good.
some pretty good early damage.
It's very good.
Come on, Icy, just
Back up.
throw it. Dizzy.
Poison Orb back up fragment. That back yellow Dizzy up over the top line, gonna be connecting
That's
here.
a good Dizzy.
That ping reveal, but I see him put him down. Tiny thing trades that back.
Fatigue, bro.
Boo scaling forward, trying to take some more
No,
space.
oh
Valentine
my
covering
god, the
fire.
shots are just
Thing answer
not
back, and now
hitting.
It is all on Boo. Time just not on his side. Gets the spot on the one. Needed that to be a headshot
he
to
was-
really have any kind of hope in hell.
I feel like my shots are a little more accurate
Be able
than
to
mine.
find themselves a pistol round win. Get that first round victory here on Icebox.
And it's just little things here for G2. It's a cascade off the rip.
Yeah,
They're sending
that's
Leap
just.
out to see if he can maybe get a pick,
Honestly,
but no real value found out of that.
I don't even
except
think
that
that's their fault.
have completely bought
That's
yourself
just
space on the B
unfortunate.
side. So that's where the real value comes through. And they do a good job. They get really deep in their post plants. And that makes it so difficult as the defender side.
I'm actually gonna grab
push
a
forward.
water.
Like you said, they have to scale through. And it's just good crossfires. Good anticipation there from the side of G2. But it's all about that early little extra piece of util. Buy themselves a little bit of extra space. This time, Team Heretics gonna get aggressive on the back of this cascade. See if they can catch Leaf out. He's gotten up in the nest, but I don't think he has any clue that Woot is right underneath. However, this is looking to be a repeat of the previous round in terms of what G2 is trying to accomplish.
Now Leaf in a very stranded position. Dangerous to try to get himself out of here. Sees one on the drop down, and it's right into Woot's crosshair. Who's able to collect the kill. Shots over towards Boot, back at Snowman. He's playing elusively, but it's going to be the plant once again coming in here for the side of G2. Push into the back, Boot. Good reply, finds one, but Benji Fishy going to be traded out. Now the swing into Talon. Stinger, as always, is able to find that headshot. Boot taken down, we're back into a 3v3.
Ooh.
Talon wanting to take a more aggressive position just here at the bottom of row. Tucked away. With that recovered Bulldog, certainly can do some damage. Drop down Balin, able to try it out, but Woot now putting it to use. Finds himself a third, takes space, dashes across, and shot connects. Prince still alive, just a sheriff here in the hands of Rianz. The swing out, the chest shot, it takes him low. But he has to hold this. He doesn't have the time. Swing onto the corner. Trent will be able to take it down. A Red Bull clutch to get G2 their second round win.
And G2 already secured another round. Yeah.
It's a win for G2, but this has got to be a moral victory for Heretics. The way they play against the utility this time, it's an immediate adjustment versus the previous round. Get Woot tucked underneath. The adjustment from G2 is to push Snowman to try to cut off Heretics as they swing in from spawn. But it's good sheriff shooting that breaks that angle open, and Woot almost again turns around on its head. He has been so locked in today. And let's see if he can keep it up. But G2 now with some breathing room in the scoreline, able to find that much needed pistol win, able to get the follow-up, but the economy's gonna be busted. It's like you said, all 5 players went down. Thrown to check. Bit of an up and over. A lot of smokes to cover this approach. I like this so far from G2.
Not the laser
Trying
beams.
to buy some space, buy some time here for Heretics. A little bit of spray across, but not really finding any connections there. Wingman gonna be shut down, not able to lead the charge, not able to get that plan across. But Paladin again with the Stinger, able to find one. Leap. Hands him in hand, takes out Benji Fishy.
Trades.
They're actually
Dead, but now Leap on the floor. 2 players left alive.
fighting
Stingers
back a lot
for
more
both
than
of them.
previous rounds.
Balin down to 45, and now Balin just picked off. Small little spot there. Icy like he wants to play around with this time that he doesn't have available to him, but Team Heretics already turned their sights over towards mid. Reading this. Weapon out. Fight. Found. Who's just backing away.
What is
Icy
Icy
knowing
doing?
that he can't reroute. He has to go in.
Kill him.
It's one away from the
30
thrash.
So it's the last person standing.
Difficult as Heretics now is going to gamble towards mid.
Reigns, why are you not on site?
The attempted direction that
Reigns.
Icy wants to take, but
They
instead,
have enough time to get this plant, but they can't
Yeah.
just flood retake.
Yeah.
Try to take him and intercept this.
the
Bro,
real question is he going to invest the thrash here?
what
Is
is
he
he
going to
doing?
connect?
10 seconds.
If
It's
they're
gonna be
grouped
such
up
a
like
gamble.
that, he could hit both.
He could, but it's
Oh,
still
no
such
time.
a risk. Tucks away. but
She's
now,
got
big
it for
reveal.
you.
Oh no.
Backpedaling, dropping
Oh
down.
no.
Manages to disguise it. Tapping on the rope. But Icy needs to play this to absolute
Why are they
perfection.
both going the same way?
Carl's over here.
Split up,
Away.
bro.
Bottom Raptors. The peak.
One.
Shot. Bound on the one. The thrash.
Ult,
Needs to
no.
execute immediately. Marianne
a
just gets
waste
it on
of
top.
ult.
He finds the
Why
kill.
would he
He
use it
saves the
there?
round. His Team Heretics not allowing for this bonus conversion. A would-be bonus
Oh,
conversion.
such a waste.
Oh, so close. Re-ends there. Reads that situation nicely. Knew they had him down weak. Just went for it. Knew they had him trapped in a corner. Just kind of pre-fire through that angle. But I love this approach from G2.
Independent on the
Using these extra layer of
Yeah, I
smokes
also
to
do
really
set
cover
panel.
themselves to get these
It's
short-range
easy happening.
weapons to do damage.
You can feed him
And
if
the
you
trades
win.
are beautiful. That usually is a good sign for the attacker's side. But they just can't quite get that plant down in time. And just a little bit of a fumble there from Icy.
No,
So
it's in
close.
the
Having a
it's
huge
the
round for G2, but Heretics swings
Well,
right
he
back into
responded
the
with
thick of things.
something
However,
else
their
around
economy
Hungary,
was
so
pretty weak after that round. Couple Guardians, Bulldog, couple catches there with the KO knife. So they know there's quite a few at B, and that's going to allow Rians to slide over. Oh, Benji. So close. Going for the
Shots.
spray.
Yeah, just trying to get that wall bang shot across on the Leaf. Now some spray out on the Bulldog, but Leaf able to back off, but Woot now in such a far forward position. Bandle in hand. Getting ready to crush their hopes and dreams.
crush their hopes and dreams.
Anything but, oh, that drop down from Leaf.
Is it?
He must have heard it. Do they account for this? If he swings out right now, he'd be able to catch the ball. There's a push forward and Woot! He can't get any of them. Trent!
The whiff
He
is
wisely
crazy.
turns to the side. The snake in the grass. Picked off. Reckoning now invested to clear out the site.
Did Paolo just say
Man can
playtime?
come through.
Maybe.
Oh, Rans here at Raptors able to find one. Drops down, does get stunned up. Benji fishing in the meantime, lurking with the timing. Just off noted. Valen wise to it.
No.
Finds the punish. The man advantage here for the side of G2.
So difficult now for Team Heretics.
Right into the corner. Challenge coming in. We're going to be savvy with that readjustment. Patek able to find Jonah P. Right now, it's looking to happen again. Swing out from Valen. No, he's solid. Manages to find Patek. He's on the drop down. The hold on the defuse coming through. They've already gotten into half bool. The swing out.
The aim
Finds
is
Valen.
nuts.
Goes up in the nest. And the Leaf just cannot intercept.
Where's
He
the aim?
cannot stop
The
it.
aim.
And he cannot get the final kill. We're tied up 2-2.
Oh, Heretics getting away with thievery here. This looks so good for G2. They're so good in the post plant throughout this entire year. That's been one of the hallmarks of this G2 squad. They can get the plant down, get into their positions. They are usually unbreakable, but there's so many layers here that they have to deal with. And they do such a good job of
So
counting.
happy.
They're able to deal with Woot,
He's
they're able to
so
deal with
happy.
Benji Fishy. That feels like it's lights out. All the other players coming from just the defender side of the map. But Boo's able to slip the net. Get underneath their noses.
Will always
And
be
just barely,
my
Team
boo.
Heretics right back in it.
I don't
And
know
Stingers,
about you,
two
but I
sheriffs
know
again
about
for
us.
G2. Find themselves back on an eco. Woot with the Blade Storm. Hunter's Fury for
Why is he
Rians.
using ult already?
Huge ultimates to play with now.
Here.
And Woot has been so good with the
Oh,
Blade
he
Storm
saved me.
as of
That's
late.
why.
Swing out from Woot.
No,
That's away, but
but
he's
that's
gonna
not-
Ends up getting taken down.
He picked up his
First
mouse.
kill, but
Worst
Rand's
I've
still
seen in
here.
a while.
Finds Valen.
It's fine. He's playing really good
The
last game.
backside. Lockdown now. Can be
Yeah, but
invested.
like-
That Hunter's Fury is available.
I think
Opened up
I
quite
think
this
he
game.
can
Swarm is
afford to
gonna
wait
get
for
with
every
that
now and
round.
then.
As they continue to just challenge forward, they'll just destroy it. They'll just pick them to pieces.
Who needs a Hunter's Fury when you're shooting like that?
Jonah, I don't
Just
think
insane
you,
confidence.
I don't think you're gonna do anything right now.
Jonah to try to see if he can do some additional damage here. Rien's
Ooh, that's
taking low. Benji Fishy taking forward space.
Ew.
Solid headshot, but
Oh,
cannot
you
find the
could've
follow-up.
clicked.
Rien's in 3.
And they would have been over.
Get Heretics to the same.
fishy.
Get
I
them in
wouldn't
the
take
lead.
that.
And that's a colossal win in so many ways.
Nah,
And
fishy.
that's going to force a timeout from G2, but you don't have to use the Hunter's Fury there. That's massive. The fact that Heretics says, you know what? Nah,
Nice ult in
we
it.
don't need to hold back here. They could be a little bit further forward. Let's just go guns blazing. It's right by 410. We just have to clear those 2 angles, and they do. And that's lockdown gone.
That KJ ult was very unfortunate with
Now you've
how
got a
they
couple
placed
others. Now
it.
you've got the Viper's Pit. Now you've got Patty Tech's ult. You've got that no command.
Like straight out in the
Monstrous
open.
ones from map control.
Honestly, that's a little ridiculous. Yeah.
Fishy just 1 charge off.
Yeah.
G2
Woods is understandable because he
forced
was
to use another early
saving.
timeout. Similar scenes to what we saw on Bind. Similar scenes to what we were seeing from them versus Gen G just a day ago.
Alex, is it true that you were
I mean,
too
yeah,
good to
Josh trying to do what he can
play the
get
tournament?
G2 back into this. Trying to
Why is
find
there
adjustments.
one
I
mod
mean,
in the whole
the executes look
stream?
really good.
There's
For
about
the side of
4,
G2, it's their post plants that are failing them. And
which is
that's
ridiculous because
a
I have
big
more than 4.
sign of concern for this G2 squad. Because again, one of
They
their
probably
hallmarks
have,
this year has
so
been
many
really steady
buffs.
post
Mhm.
plants. That's
That's
usually
right.
where they're doing a ton of damage in these attacker side rounds.
They're taking
Getting
our
into those
jobs.
positions, and then very few teams have been able to find success. But Heretics
Hickory, they're taking
has
our
no
jobs.
fear.
It makes it
They
easier though.
know what the win conditions are against
Not gonna lie.
this G2 post plant setup, and it's just a
As I
push
showed
of
you in Soul
guns
Wise Point,
blazing,
your problems are
catch them
over.
off guard, and it's worked a treat. So G2 now able to get guns again at least, but now you have the operator for Woot to deal with potentially.
Oh,
He's
come
on the B
on,
side of the
Woot.
map is all the attention right now
Why?
over towards A. Nano cleared out there by Pad Attack.
No, that nano
back
was
down.
crazy.
It's at least a little bit of extra space, and Pad Attack playing right on the back of this cascade, looking for this early pick.
I would peek that.
Got a little
I
bit
would
of help
peek that.
maybe from Rienz to set
Personally,
him
I
up.
would peek that.
Could use his own util, but right now G2
Come on, Patty.
figure out what they need to do to get around this corner. Drone as
Patik.
well
Come on,
confirms.
Patik.
Only
Still,
saw
Patty
one, which
Tech
is
holds his ground.
huge considering there's
G2
about
gonna be
3
able to
left
read
in
this.
corner.
It's going to be very, very challenging. Patty Tech finally swinging,
Good.
catches Icy off
Come
guard.
on,
Leaves
Ryan.
those.
Tries to get on the pipes.
Insane.
Leaf does manage to answer
Yeah,
one
knock
back.
back
Man's going to be
on.
taken down. Shock dart a
Insane.
little bit wide. Patty still just tucked away in Woot. Spotting one, and Jonah Pig on, yeah, not going to
what?
peek that angle again.
Nah, I'm good.
Phil has an operator. B
like what I
for
saw
no
there.
reason.
Mm,
Nano to the corner.
bro really said,
At least a
no,
bit of
double
damage
give
out
it
of
to the next
Patty Tech,
person.
not the pick itself. See the uncertainty here from the side of G2.
Pinging pipes.
G2, not gonna lie, they could take that.
Try to get on
could
top of
flank
Patty
him
Tech,
right
see if they
now.
can swarm from a
Easy.
couple different directions.
They could have had that easy.
Spike
1,
on the ground,
2.
up onto the rope. He somehow get the third, but Trent answering back with 2.
Huge.
Keeping the odds even for now.
Oh.
But
No,
Boo
no,
above,
right.
ready to strike.
Right.
Hearing the
Quick, quick,
footsteps,
come on.
looking for the catch.
That
Please.
aim is crazy.
So far.
Up the
Yes.
shot through. Trent taken down as Boo drifts away. The spike, just enough time to get the plant across. Attempted the wall back shot with the operator, but
Damn.
Boo, plenty of
I
time
think it's just
to rush
unfortunate.
forward
He
and
wants to
collect
defuse,
the
bro. He
easy
wants to
kill.
defuse.
Just a beautiful hold from the IGL for Team Heretics in a 1v2 and
Actually,
plays it
300
so
credits.
nicely.
Because you get ult points.
Able to get that spot onto
Oh,
Trent.
point and 300 credits.
Take him down through the wall.
Yeah.
But it's this early push out for Patty Tech to causes huge problems for G2. They're just not ready for this angle. And removing that
I
Gecko
love that.
from this round makes things oh
That's
so
what I told
difficult
him to do.
in this comp that a lot of teams love to run on Icebox. Not having that wingman for the plant, not having that
No,
Dizzy.
I just sent him
to
a
buy
message,
you
you
a
know,
little
on
bit of extra
DM. I
space.
was like, hey,
Not
that's your
having
boy.
that mosh to
Peek it,
clear
bro.
maybe behind the box or near screens, things like that. There are a lot more angles and things you have to account for
Me KO, me
as the
swing.
side of G2 in those situations, and Heretics handles it great. And of course, Patty Tech,
Ooh, they're
those 2
actually
kills
going
were
B.
phenomenal.
What is Wu doing?
Still some investments here from the side of G2. Outlaw Bulldog
What is Wu doing?
to be the biggest ones.
Oh god, he's just got that up in his hands.
Not getting a catch. Wu just
no.
disrespecting
You're
the
in-
safe
you're in
by
Barca,
rushing
chicken
across
ball.
this one. Gets the spot there on the barrel, but cannot find the hit.
I'm
Now
actually,
he's down to 34
that's
HP.
ridiculous.
Why?
And all in
Why?
cam to try to find that kill. Just barely evades him.
Now they're swinging over towards 8. Bought a lot of attention on the other side of the map. Benji
Why did you do that?
might have got a spot of Jonah P there. Well, now they know for sure as he clears the turret. Everybody else walking right towards Rien's
they
angle on
rotate.
top of screens. Gets spotted by Leaf. So Rien's, tough situation to consider here. Don't really have great mid control.
No,
Finally,
bro,
Benji's going to get there and
Rien's
make
is
sure that it's
fucked.
clear. But he is going to be under a lot of pressure.
Poor guy.
Recon picking him out. Just trying to stay elusive, trying to avoid. And just let us down.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Two hands. One.
No, the ace.
I mean, this Heretic
The
squad
second ace
has
stolen
no
tonight.
give. Just
I'm gonna
insanely
put up a counter.
on point,
I'm gonna put up a
insanely
counter.
confident right now. They are reading these situations so well. And Rian, I think, got a spot on the Valen as he was crossing outside of that high tide. Sees the tracers. Yeah, that second one was filthy.
Absolutely disgusting.
And oh yeah, they've still got all those ults, by the way, because they haven't had to use them.
Just the lockdown.
Yeah, lockdown use, sure.
Revealing area.
It's a hollow win for G2. They want the rounds, but they just can't quite get them.
They should just push it, honestly. Yeah.
Pooh just bouncing back, only
They
one
got
here
tight now.
on this B side for the time being.
Gonna put
Looking
the
for a
pit.
tempo pit here.
Ooh.
Not much to flush them out. They could counter
No,
pit their way forward.
this might be a good play from Boo.
Maybe just
If he ults this.
Hunter Steve's trying to fish.
Yep, there we
it is.
go.
Pit now
Viper ult
invested.
is
Things coming
online.
down and space being taken in mid by Wu.
That's
So
good, that's
try to
good.
rotate back. They're
That's
gonna have to deal
really
with
good
that
considering all five of them were just cooped up
No
over
util
there.
to clear this back angle, and who comes from that
Oh
way?
no.
Nice, he does build this up on the hunt.
He completely missed boot.
And there's a push forward though. Boom, able to find one.
Ooh.
Might send out, but smoke integrity going to be
Ooh, he's
ready
putting it
quite
to work.
quickly. Gets himself
I'm
back
not gonna lie,
inside,
keeping that Viper
maintaining the pit.
pit online is
Counter spray
probably
not connecting. Patatek's still going to be safe.
no.
CG2 scratching their
Get back
heads,
in,
wondering
get
how
back
the
in.
hell do we get out of this situation?
They're stuck back here, completely trapped by this pit.
Jonah P instantly decayed down to one. Would have to be a timing, a miraculous shot.
Get out, get out.
Pushes out of this.
Oh,
Not
oh, that's
finding anything.
ridiculous.
He's able to find it. Boo gonna get dropped.
Timing,
Patatek, oh,
timing.
Also taken down. Jonah P trying to be the savior, trying to rescue them here.
Damn,
Hunt
and
comes up with Rian.
I'm just Fury
The man
gets him.
connects.
Oh, he took rebound.
Cannot interrupt the plant. That still goes through, but the man advantage now there for Team Heretics on the retake attempt.
No, Wingman got it, okay.
Have to put up the high tide, try and buy a little time. Rien's be on point with those shock darts. Makes the defuse.
Tap coming in.
Ooh, coming in with a shorty.
The pull back from Valen. Not yet spotted. Swings with Benji fishing on the wide angle. Able to find it. Nicey. Cannot get more. Plenty of time to defuse.
Unfortunate.
Heretics continue
Let's
to lock
go.
G2 at 2-round wins.
Giving
I mean,
it
I
back
love
its ult.
what Jonah P did
Alright,
there.
Malik. Alright,
He
thank
gave
you.
G2 some hope, a chance potentially. But Heretics, the number is just too much. Losing a player early. Boo doing such a nice job being evasive in his pit to avoid the thrash. Not able to stop the plant, but it didn't really matter with that Hunter's Fury because it gets the kill. It buys that extra bit of space that Heretics need to push through.
I'm telling you, the reactions or
The
something.
energy continues to flow for Heretics. Certainly getting some help from the crowd, but Benji Fishy, a perpetual energy machine on stage. The man is constantly fueling this Heretic squad to further and further heights. This play
He was feeding
his
them.
comms. You love to see it, but G2 now going on for a 4-man hit.
Quick clear, but
Ew.
Icy swings
That's
out
easy
spot,
kill.
and that spike now taken. Reckoning having to be invested here from Valen, needing to create some space. Sync by the try and delay. Shock dart's going to be sent, but Valen finding just a bit of wiggle room to try to get this plant down. Can't take him off of it. Spike now in play here for G2, and now the pit as well being dropped. Hunter's Fury in the back pocket. Everything in the kitchen sink likely to be thrown here by
Everything in the
G2.
kitchen sink.
But Leaf's so far away.
Ew.
Standing ahead. Shock dart.
On down, Shock not going to be connecting. Big wide swing around here. The backside of Yellow. Flash to try to slow them up. Now the Hunter's Fury coming across. But Patek able to find one. Balin gonna be taken down. Patek! What is that? The pin now dropped! Anna swarms in, but it's not even held to half. Leaf
See,
around the back, fight two!
come
He
on.
cannot get the third!
Leaf, bro.
And we still got a half.
Cigar, Team Heretics continue upward. Now 7-2.
I don't know if that was a collide. It looks
How do they keep
like
hitting
it.
these shots? They're absolutely insane.
Get out of here.
Patty Tech with another impressive double here on Icebox.
Patty, bro.
They are just in cruise control. 7 on the fly.
Ew.
What is that,
That's
Patty Tech?
crazy.
Just ridiculous.
This
Just
man,
instantly swung up.
this man is breaking the game before our very eyes.
Made.
Before this packed arena. Heretics ripping G2 limb from limb.
Hey. What was that?
It's just brutal. G2 now back on an eco. Only a bulldog for Leaf. The Valen Classic with a stinger.
Why?
And 3
Why
Sheriffs.
is OP?
That's it. 1 away from a lockdown again for
What
Leaf.
Hmm?
Having
Does
some impact,
that
but last time that lockdown
mean
fruitless
for the
for G2 in terms of getting around win. Pushing forward, that
non-Germans?
op now shifting over towards 410. Back up into the nest. Patty Tech up close and personal again, right by this orb.
Patty slowly starting to take some space, swings in and Leaf. Likely looking at the mini-map, not ready for it either way. Patty Tech more than happy to collect the kill.
Look at the instant rotations here
Okay,
from
they
Team
got down
Heretics.
their best
They
player.
know that often Leaf is playing by himself, so they're going hunting towards the other side of the map.
Slow creep up, does get spotted, but Benji's right there for the trade. But instead it's just
Benji,
thievery.
my boy.
No exchange made, Boo. Pushing forward,
One.
catching Balin, tucking back the bite now flying.
Oh, Bruce. Wait,
I'm just still gonna get that.
Ball, shock dart,
just
able to
snake
collect that
spike
kill.
on
Push
the
forward from
scene.
Icy though,
I don't.
punished.
I don't think it hurts
And with
wings.
Trent now all on
No,
his
I
lonesome.
don't think so.
A 1v4, clean with the Sheriff so far today.
I might.
He's
It's just
outmanned,
slow.
outgunned, and outdone. A half by investment, but mercy not in their lexicon. Team Heretics continue on their warpath. They want a 10-2 half once again.
They are just storming
Look at Boo, he's
their way
smiling.
through this map
He's
again,
cheesing.
just like we saw on Bind, just like we saw the last time these two teams played this map. It was a 10-2 half on the defender side for Heretics. They are in cruise control. And oh, by the way, Patty Tech has another no command. He just used it a couple rounds ago, and he's right back on it. Because he is just fearsome.
Hey, Miss Baker.
Patty Tech just pummeling these front lines. The orb here on the A site, G2 can do nothing about it. That's such a good shock dart.
I mean, he doesn't find the damage, but still.
Yeah.
See just how cheeky and confident he is with this. Sova util 14-3 and 5 at the moment. It's better about sending that 0 point available to try to interrupt that drone, and it will.
That's unfortunate.
Lockdown, however,
KJ
still able to get out. The
online.
timing's decent.
We have 3
Back in, there's
suppress.
the
Oh, it's so
2,
good.
He's got it
3,
right towards that inner
4,
circle. The
and
final
there we
pulse
go.
will shut it down. Not letting them get away with anything remotely easily. And now G2 evacuate the A site.
Unbelievable how on point Heretics are in so many ways. That right there, that could be tricky. It's easy to screw up that grenade because it has to be so
Tricky
close.
wicky.
But it's all Woot all day over here at this B
might be
site.
good. This might be really good.
Dash on the ready to Dizzy, able to
No.
find the connection.
I'm gonna see if he can redeem himself. No, he cannot.
What is
Tries
that?
to go for that no scope, but does get put down.
What
Solid
is
kill
he
down
doing
here
there?
for Trent. The time bought as Heretics rotate their way across over to this B site. Man now going for the plant, the Thrash on the hunt down below, not spotting out anything, but okay, Boo does end up getting detained, does get picked off. Trent on the exchange, man advantage still there for the side of G2 as this
Picked off just like the olives in your favorite salad.
What do you mean by that?
The owl drone to check. That's about it here.
It's like when I go to Olive Garden and there's olives in the salad. I love the salad so much, but I hate
It's
olives.
just Patek left, and this time he cannot
I
make it
love
happen.
olives.
I hate
G2,
olives. I don't know. It's not,
They will
not
push
for me.
back, they will find themselves a third round win.
Because they're sweet.
And that's massive. Their economy
Not for me.
was going to be in tatters again. But now they're able to squeak through another bye. This time around, doing a really good job.
That was a good play by G2.
Being a little bit more patient. Even though that lockdown gets cleared, there's no rotate off of that. Heretics decides that
Let's see, Heretics can easily wrap this up.
that early spot on that
shit,
0
9-3
point, they thought,
Curse
okay,
coming in.
well, still going to be an A hit. Leave Woot to his own devices. The Dizzy
Let them win
makes
one,
things
let
very,
them
very
win one.
difficult for him and goes for the hero play. Comes up short on the barrel stuff.
Oh,
Patty Tech
Patty.
on the pipes. Oh my god.
Dizzy not going to be cleared out. Patty Tech just having to drop back now. Going to be spotted out here by the recon. Benji Fishy poking out of that 2 window. Able to find Jonah P on the linger.
Wait,
Shuts
he gets
down
on this.
that flank.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Rush in the corner. Patty Tech just being flushed around this B side, flushed out into the open, where he can be collected.
1 off from each
Why
side.
did you do that? Patty, bro.
And see,
Rand's dead. Able to find
2
Val.
off from
Clan
each
coming
side.
in. Boom. Some noise, taking some shots, trying to find that kill. Currently it's a 3v3, but this backstab coming in from Woot. It could be everything here for Heretics to get the 9 and 3.
Woot.
Do they note this at all? Now,
No.
the answer's going to be no, but then she's distracted as the alarm bot comes chasing. He gets taken down. Who up onto the rope, cannot survive. Woot now making his presence
Come on,
known.
Woot,
Knives
come on.
popped. Up and over the top, spotting them out, but Nation's not going to be found quite just yet. He knows that he has to go in for the challenge. He has to try to take them down, but he's being worked lower and lower in time. Is being drained. They're not giving him the opportunity.
What are you still doing?
It's well played
Really
here by
hiding
G2.
back.
As Woot, not much he can do. They know he's going to try to go for this.
No, they shouldn't.
Will not allow it. G2 make it the 4.
That's huge for G2. And this
Hey,
round,
It's
they're able
because
to
I
keep
told them to
Icy
move
alive.
so the 9-3 curse
And
does
that
work, you know.
utility of the Gecko
Panda,
so
wake your ass up.
valuable. You have the Dizzy to clear the early space, and then you have the Mosh to flush Patty out.
I don't even think Panda's
Really
in the
start
scene
breaking
right now.
things open there. Leaf gets up on top of
Is this
Vortex,
right?
finds a great kill on the screens. I don't know how Rien's got his. He was already getting peppered there. He's already getting aim punched, still able to find one, but
Got 4. Let's go.
insane stuff.
He gets it because he's Rienz. He's 15,
Yeah,
5 and 5 at the moment.
Yeah, and he dominated on this map last time for Heretics.
That he certainly has. Well, now we go into the halftime, but let's hear from someone we haven't seen in a little while. We've got Boaster standing by with an interview with Mika.
Hey guys, we have a
Look
very
at this
special
little
guest here.
dude.
Let's welcome Boaster!
Boaster.
Yeah.
We all joined in dancing. Now, I hear that you have a
He's so
very
pretty.
big fan on stage right now. It's Benji Fishy. He's your #1 fan. What does it feel like now you're cheering him on?
其实我们都知道 Benji Fishy 是我们 Boaster 的头号粉丝。那现在你站在这里看着他正在舞台上比赛，感觉怎么样呢？
I think Benji Fishy works extremely hard and he's playing so well this year and I think he
This is
deserves
scripted.
all the success he can get.
You can tell.
我
You
觉
can
得
tell. It's so
Benji 是一位非常
scripted.
刻苦努力的选手，这一年他都非常的努力，所以我觉得他现在取得的成功都是他应得的。
Well, the score is now 8-4 in favor of Heretics. What do you make of the match so far?
那根据现在的比分来看
He's
，Boaster 今天
really.
这场比赛你怎么看呢？
Yeah, I think Heretics are looking on form. They're playing so well. They're playing together. I think in order for G2 to start winning, they need to start playing together as well.
他觉得现在 TH 他们整体的状态都非常的好，他非常的看好他们能够就继续拿下这场比赛。
And finally, we hear you have a special message for this crowd. Let's hear it.
大家好，谢谢你们的支持。声音大了，
声音很大，
It's
大家很热情，热情。
All right, let's hear it
Pronunciation
from
is
Boaster.
not
Thank you
bad.
so much.
It's better than mine.
谢谢。我爱你们。
The man of many dances, the man of many voices. Got it nailed. Of course, the audience
Such a
showing
cutie
love for
pie
him,
roaster.
showing love for Heretics and Benji Fishy in particular with how they're performing right now. He's right. They do deserve it. The way that they've been fighting
Look at these two.
with a sub,
Hello.
with many people watching from home, has been immaculate.
No doubt. I would say there is
Go by Tom
a silver lining here for G2. This is a side of the map that Heretics struggled on against them last time they played. You know, it was just such a monstrous advantage that Heretics had
It's okay.
into that second half
It's all good.
that it made it really, really difficult for G2 to ever find their footing because they only needed 2 more rounds. Or 3 more, excuse me. Pistol was 1. Heretics, they're on the move, and Woot is knocking him down.
He's already killed 3. Caught with the utility.
Icy taking on Woot's also down. It's a 1v4. Let's see, is Jonah gonna get a pick or is he gonna escape with his life? He's got a classic in his hand and no Rians. Comes in and just go.
Heretics continuing now 9-4.
You know, one thing I was thinking about before that round started, I was looking at the scoreboards and I'm like, Woot's kind of not having the best.
Yeah, Woot's not performing as well as he did last game.
Yeah.
Third round is kind of.
He was playing a lot harder over on Bond.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, well,
yeah.
he's just reading your mind. You're the one who looks like Professor X, but
yeah, well, that's
peeking in and he wants to shut you up.
That's why I got rid of the hair, you know. It improves my psychic powers, I swear.
Well, now G2 needing a miracle. They want to try to win out this round. Just the single sheriff here from Jonah P. Everybody else on classics. Of course, that Vandal in the hands here of Woot.
They're playing so far back. That allows a little bit of extra room to maneuver here for Team Heretics to grab an extra orb. Check. Gonna get close. Yes, they are.
Pick from Woot.
Doesn't even give him an opportunity. Couple shots coming across. Fans out wide, challenging. I mean, Icy dead before he even hits the ground. It's all focused. It's so snappy. It's so instantaneous here from Heretics. As they continue to push their advantage.
Shock dart.
A shock dart to try to soften up Trent a little bit more. He will be able to answer one back, denying a flawless. But he cannot deny Heretics getting up to 10.
Honestly, very clean. Very clean.
I mean,
Most of them using secondaries as well.
From Heretics can back up what Rians
Very
and
clean.
Tech were doing. If Woot, Benji, Fishy, and Boo come online, then forget it. Woot is feeling himself so far.
I think Woot's waking up a little bit now.
They've got all
Realizing he needs to kind of close this out.
in this bonus for Team Heretics. Real opportunity to do some serious damage. They even have better armor, because they're able to slot one more full armor buy in. So this is barely advantage for G2 with the rifles. A little bit further forward. That's nice for Icy.
Very nice peek out.
Good pick and walk it
That
off.
recon ping. So just kind of reading where the positioning was going to be at. Expecting it. It's a solid opening kill. One of the things that G2 have been struggling with in this series is capitalizing on these man advantages.
Yes. It has been a real struggle for them.
It looks a little lost, but it looks like we're still going A.
Heretics have been able to overcome.
Ice is walking it out.
All the way up in the nest for free.
He's not really.
Icy sees it.
No, if he's hot.
Cleared out. Burned.
Give them a little time.
Right now.
And they can play together and connect. One.
Beautifully, but he's going to be traded out. Valen taking him down. No way to check for that crossfire setup. The punish is in. G2 man advantage, but
Good flash from KO.
able to come up with one.
We got that Viper. Molly.
Staving them off and buying some time. The fragment locking 3 over its screens. Push coming in, but Lee able to find one. Who cannot get the headshot line up there on the Jonah P. It's all the Patty Tech.
Yeah.
Able to come up with a singular kill.
And
over top of the rope, Jonah
Jonah.
P finds it, and that's going to be G2. Shortening the gap, getting halfway there. A 5th round victory.
And it's still
Not gonna. It's kind of
feels so
unfortunate.
tense right now. Yeah, it's a bonus for Heretics. And you never know with the way that they've been shooting. But Icy with a massive opener, like you said, able to dodge. Recon. Valen, huge kill on a Woot in the back. This drive-by here for Leaf. Phenomenal on the Benji Fishy. Didn't even look like he stopped, but he did. Absolutely insane speed. Maybe now G2 starting to feel this tempo, starting to feel the speed at which Heretics can fight back, and fighting back themselves. Valen, oh boy.
Committing in for that orb grab does get the reckoning online.
Harper will definitely slow them down, but they're still gonna make their way. Pushing for A. Let's see. The other two are gonna rotate off of B and go help them on A.
No pressure on the other side of the map at all.
No pressure, it seems.
Leading the charge, Leaf starting to creep back out of kitchen.
Good Viper wall.
Able to rotate in. a little bit faster
Luke
here. Nanostorm
dashing
gonna
onto
be a little bit of damage
site.
from
Go to
Boo. Now
Harper
gonna be able
ult.
to find one, but traded out instantly as Boo comes up with that kill. The push forward to Boo.
What?
Reestablishing his aim. Finds lead. Icy dead. And suddenly it's a man advantage here for the side of Heretics. Talon can do more. Plant coming in. The push up from Jonah P trying to work his way up through screens. There's the alarm bomb. The vulnerable connecting and Rien's taken down. Cove now with the tap coming through. Assess out the positioning, but Boo, I don't think he's made any
Gets
noise.
his second.
Here. Does find that headshot. Doesn't make it close. Doesn't make it costly. But G2
Honestly,
continue to rally back.
kind of extra it's very
Valen
clean.
comes up massive there. There was a lot of post-plant utility left, but the fact that G2 gets ahead of it, because there's 2 shock darts still in Rien's bag, there's 2 nanoswarms still in Benji Fishy's bag, and they're never able to get into a position to use them. Great awareness here. And also, once again, stuns are cosmetic, as we saw from that Nest kill.
2.
That looked like that might have been round with that Nest kill in the middle of the reckoning, but Valen not giving up. This G2 squad certainly seen it too many times. They've been grinding. They know how to come back. They have the mental resilience. Woot's gonna pop the blades on this eco. A hero rifle for Boo. A few ultimates to speak of on the side of Team Heretics. They can get that space. Right now, just spreading the map. No death ball attack. Benji Fishy through mid.
Getting rid of all that KJ util.
To draw some attention over towards A. See if they can set up.
We've got a 3v, 2 on A, and a 1v,
Towards Jonah P's direction.
2 on B, and we've got a lone soldier in mid.
Trying to go ahead and lead the charge.
Let's see, at least 2 are gonna take spike and they're gonna rotate on to B, where
Pushes him out right into Benji's open
we just about secured site. Valen's not letting him though. Let's see. Come on. Come on, Boo. Let at least one of us connect.
Can't quite make it happen. Shock dart not clearing. Spike not yet planted. Fragment in to try to buy some space and time. Heretics will be able to get the spike planted.
Patatech is gonna get that spike down. He's gonna play back.
Down to 79. Reconning into the open. No one spotted.
We're still trying to play this all at the back. We've got one. And we've got one that connected.
Now into the 3v3.
3v3 KO needs to 2, 3, 4, and Boots back. Actually disgusting. I can't. This kid is insane.
11 rounds and no hope for G2. This man is unstoppable.
Woot is wiping them out. This is insane. The first fadeaway, not bad. Then he just
1, 2,
goes crazy.
3. That's it.
Connect on the Valen and Icy in a row. Even Benji Fishy can't believe it.
And that's the only appropriate reaction.
Yeah, that was my reaction too.
He's so damn young. He looks like he's been doing this for twice our lifetimes.
He's got a gift.
We've got one
Hand
in
of God. Unbelievable.
spawn.
It's Heretics not wanting to cede any more ground here to G2.
Let's see what we're gonna take from this. We've got 2 playing back on A, and we've got all 5 on site. Let's see. Is Boo gonna take that quick plant? Yes, he is. Quick plant for Nest. We've got many friends. 1, 2, clean.
And they have broken it off the hinge. 12 to 6. Heretics 1 round away from moving up 2-0.
What confidence, Achilleos. What absolute confidence they have to make plays like that. To sacrifice yourself. So Woot goes absolutely nuclear in the previous round. And then in this round, it's a completely selfless play. Knowing that it is going to be really difficult for himself to get kills there. But he can set up the rest of his team for that aggressive push out of screens. And they just start knocking players down.
And what do you do?
Yeah, what do you do?
If you're the coaching staff right now, how do you say stop Woot from doing what he's doing? When he's doing it so instantaneously, when he's doing it oftentimes unescorted on his own.
just gotta hope that your players can dig deep, that they can find that response in terms of their own aim, their own mechanics, their own decision making. Because I don't in the round with the Blade Storm, I don't feel like G2 did a ton wrong. It's just right now, they're so accurate, they're so fast, they're so confident, and you're seeing it in rounds like that previously, where that confidence bleeds.
I think it's actually just like ridiculous how Woot can have like one thing and just absolutely smoke the other team.
That you don't expect. Yeah, it was against Nico, but so what?
I mean, we're talking about him. He's 4th on the scoreboard for his team. Rans 29 and 8.
Completely out-fragging the entire enemy team.
But this was the concern, right? If other players other than Riens and Patty Tech started heating up,
It's
what
Pixel.
do you do is G2. Yes, you've got ults here to work with. You've got the Thrash, you've got the Hunter's Fury, you've got the Reckoning, you've got a lot of ways to clear this
There's
pit
not a jump.
that Heretics has.
Yes, it is.
But are you going to be able to get there? Are Heretics even going to give you a chance? Because they're happy
That's ridiculous. Look at that lineup.
The Nano. Beautiful lineup.
All comes down to this G2.
Let's see, are they going to play for A side again? We've got a 3 on A side from G2, and we've got 3 playing back, so we're trying to take the lead in Nest, kind of. Riens, what are you thinking?
To keep an extra player or two shifted towards the A side of the map. So far,
Riens is just trying to look for a pick.
cut noise on the other end.
Either 3 is trying to
Jonah P plays so far back. He often doesn't play right behind green. So you're able to gain just
take it on B. Well, Jonah is kind of playing back, trying not to get seen. KJ's gonna walk with him. Riens is gonna try and make his way over to them. And Woot is gonna take his luck in that Viper volley. Benji actually getting the pick on that. Dizzy and killing it. Very good. Getting the Gekka Icy down. 1 there. Come on, Benji. And good shit. Riens gets the last kill. And that's GG from Team Heretics. We're going 0-2. G2 is currently losing. Team Heretics is currently winning 0-2.
Absolutely unreal scenes again here from Heretics. Let's see if that continues or if G2 can find their footing. One last opportunity.
Next map coming up is Lotus. Stick around. So real, so real. Monster Shanghai. And yeah, it's like, well, I am gonna mute them. It's unfortunate. I will take a restroom break though. Not gonna lie, I think we still have like another maybe hour on this match. Hour? If not, or if G2 finds their way crawling back up on the leaderboard, then we definitely got a few hours for sitting here if they're gonna go even. Quick little song to vibe to. We've got a 3-minute break on our hands. And shut the fuck up. Not gonna lie, that's a smart way of entering. But bye-bye. Nice try. A very good way to bypass.
The win streak continues for Team Heretics. They are just one map away from a grand finals here at Masters Shanghai. I'm Yingsun, I've got Mimi and Doug with me here once again. You guys, if this was the best of 3, they would have beaten G2.
And that's a rarity. 2 back-to-map, massive map wins here for Team Heretics. This crowd has been behind them the whole way, and everyone was up on their feet for that win. It's a second dominant map they've taken now in this series.
It just feels like their time has arrived, right? The memories of Madrid, they're gone. They're forgotten at this point. For them to be able to dominate the way that they have here with what's before them, it feels like this is their time. Their time is now.
They've learned. And I'm glad you mentioned the crowd, Mimi, because Benji Fishy, he seems like a fan favorite here. So let's take a look at him in the AIM lab shoot around. And Benji was doing very well on that map. They all were doing well. It just feels like there's no weakness right now for Team Heretics.
Yeah, it feels like there's nothing to hang your hat on. There's nothing to like draw a little bit of hope from.
We're in
It just
AIM
feels like
labs.
from top to bottom, every single person is shooting. Wood is
We're in
just
AIM labs.
breaking the game on the way it's supposed to be played. Like,
quick little refresh.
very little to no hope.
Although,
Yeah, and I mean,
maybe
when
some
you're
looks
talking
like
about
that's not
playing
really even
as a
bad.
team and being so
If anything,
good
that's
together,
just
I think
helping them
Benji is the linchpin of that. They're playing a lot of
solidify their
these
aim a
late
lot more,
retakes
and
on
especially for
Icebox,
some of those
and
players
Benji on the defense does such a
who
good job of
maybe
finding
had a
his
couple
timing
whiffs
to get his 1 kill, get his 2
and a
kills,
couple of
then
bad
get out,
plays.
find the next moment to regroup with the team, and also to isolate that guy coming in on the dive. Round after round, they were getting the opening kills. Team Heretics was playing from advantages, and Benji, and especially Woot, were such a big part of that.
I'm glad you said he broke the game because I'm with you. I'm convinced that the game no longer works because of Woot, because here he is in the Verizon high-speed moment. It's so effortless. This is what is crazy. It's just feels like it's nothing to him.
He does make it look easy. I think this last kill was the most satisfying. That one right there onto Icy, like
it's just sublime.
He's so. You mentioned it earlier, Mimi, when we were looking at his stuff on Vine. He's just so fast. How many times did we see him push up B long and just like half a step, one tap?
And again, look, his crosshair is not on that last player's head. That is a flick. And it's not like a massively like impressive 90-degree flick. But his like tiny micro adjustments in his aim are so clean.
I think Woot's
you never
micro
see him
adjustments are
overflick. You never see him over adjust.
actually
His mouse control is like absolutely ridiculous. The talent this guy
it takes
has
a
is
ridiculous
out of
amount
control.
of skill
I mean, we have
to perfect
potentially one more
micro
map left,
adjustments
maybe
like that.
even 3 maps left. I'm just gonna voice this into the universe so it does not happen again, because against Fnatic, Heretics, they went up on Sunset, they went up on Bind, and then they lost
Team Heretics.
Lotus, Split, and then Breeze to get reverse swept. Does this sound familiar looking at this map, all you guys?
Yeah, look, rings a bit of a bell.
Yeah. I'm just voicing into the universe. I've said it now. It's not gonna happen. It's impossible.
Surely.
Yes, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
But hear me, if they can just win this one cleanly and finally get
That'd be
3-0, it would be
nice.
so big. Think of
Why
every
not?
map where they're having to play the late game, or they're losing to a comeback to a team like G2, choking that final versus Fnatic, being the first team in the region to be reverse swept. I feel like they could put all of that behind them if they just win this last map.
Yes, they have to win
Yeah,
Lotus.
What's we're taking a look at some VCT.
Reverse sweep. All of these things are kind of coming to a head right
We're
now
also counting
here in
stolen
front of the biggest
aces.
stage that Valorant has had.
So we've
this
already
again almost
witnessed
feels like Heretics
2 stolen
can't let
aces.
this one go. And I'm not saying that
One
in like a
from
cursey way or whatever.
Leaf, who stole it,
It just again, it
and
doesn't
then
seem like there's
one
anything that G2 has shown that's
from
like,
I forgot
okay,
his name.
they're doing that well. They can capitalize on. They can build off of it.
I have
There's
no
nothing
clue.
there.
When we've watched
We've
G2
witnessed
throughout the
2
tournament,
stolen
I've
aces
always
so
been the
far.
most impressed with their trading, their fundamentals, and how they play as a
I've
team.
also witnessed 2
Especially in chaotic
aces as well.
mid-rounds, when the rounds get scrappy,
one
when
from
things
each
get
team.
weird, they tend to do a great job of setting each other up for success and finding the right swings to play as a team. I have not seen that be up to the same level thus far in this series. They are getting picked apart by individuals. And goddamn are the individuals impressive. What Woot is doing is unreal. But still, there are fundamental mistakes. I think the micro comms are off a little bit. G2 really has to rally if they want to stay in this.
On the other side of this though, Doug, what if they could
Not
make it happen?
Zen.
What do they have to do on
Out
Lotus
teams.
if they could do what Fnatic did?
Zen
I
already
think
won
the calling
their
has to be exceptional
trophy, so
from Balin. Here's the
think
thing
it's
about this map,
understandable
and
why
I'm
they're
kind of
not
worried
this
about
one.
this, but again, if it's going to happen, it could happen here. Lotus can be such a swingy map. How often do we see
Lotus is a
9
very
threes
swingy
into
map.
13 10s? You know, something like that. Like, it's not out of the realms of possible, and I think, again, I want to bookend what we talked about at the beginning of the show up until now. Valen has to be able to call a good game here, given that it's 3 maps, given that conditioning matters so much more.
Yeah, I mean, the last time that this got played, it's actually been played in both these series between these 2 teams. Team Heretics won at 13-9 the first time. The second time was after they let that comeback happen on Ascent, and they got absolutely stomped 13-4. I don't think that's an indictment of their strategic approach to Lotus. I think that was them being mentally boomed. But strategically, this team is really sound here. Boo's attack side mid-rounding, I think, is on point. Woot, as he is on every map, is excellent on the executes in how they set him up. But I have been impressed with G2's defense throughout this tournament. And I think, starting on the defense, you really need something early. You cannot let this Team Heretics squad snowball another early lead.
I mean, if it's anyone, we said this before, that could potentially make this happen, that are resilient enough and are skilled enough and have
Let's
done
see.
it before, Doug.
Honestly,
it
I
is
feel
G2.
like
They have the
it
answer.
really depends
I
on
think
how
part of the
well
problem,
Woot
though, is,
plays.
we talked about how we can't let Heretics get a strong start. We can't let them snowball. They've done that, right? It's too late at this point. It doesn't feel
But
like...
every map is a reset. Every map is a reset. They've proved their mental before, but it is going to be really the most difficult test here in front of this crowd.
It will be indeed. We're going to take a look at agent select in just a moment for Lotus. Of course, this is where
I feel
Heretics
like
let
Luke's
it
gonna
slip
go on the
the
raise.
last time they
I
played
don't think the
a
Jet's
best
gonna
of
come out.
5, but this time around, like you guys have said, I think they've learned
Raise
from it. They
seems
know
like a
what
little more
not to
sound
do.
option.
I think Icy also needs to be able to step up in a big way. I mean, honestly, look down across the stage, right? Like, go across all 5 members and
Jet's still good on
somebody
this
needs
map,
to
but
be
I
a
think
spark, because
the
you're
meta for it is a
staring
little
down the
more
barrel of this
for raise.
miracle run
We're taking
coming
those
to an
open
end in the most
kicks
tragic way
and those
possible,
quick
where you're just getting obliterated across 3 maps.
1v1s.
It would be the worst way for this to end for G2. Both these
Quick
teams are very
1v1s, and if not,
familiar
like,
with each other
marking
on
the
this
whole
map. We
fucking
heard
team.
it in that interview
Let's
from
see, we
Neil.
put an Omen.
They played each other twice before. It is so rare in a tournament to see
Good Omen.
back-to-back
Where's
matches
the NWO?
against the same team. So again,
I can't
you
see.
have to look back to Valen, to Boo.
I have no
Now
clue
that
whose
they've
hand
learned
that
their
is. I think that might be a
now
Sova.
that they know them so well, how can they themselves vary their style, try new things,
We've
and maybe pull
got
this
Omen,
off?
KJ,
Yeah, and
raise.
here we are, the
And
agent select. What do you
yep,
guys make of
come
this?
back.
I mean, nothing
That
too
is
surprising, right? Like, it looks
exactly
like
the
Team
same.
might be going for some switches within the specific roles, but still, it's the default comp. Both these teams really know how to play this quite well.
That is quite literally
Rian's on that fade in
ridiculous.
particular is a guy who's always
Benji
impressed
going
me, and
back on
him and Moon
his
together are great.
main
Doesn't feel like
KJ.
G2 have found their footing from the very first round of this
I actually
series,
taken the
and
raise.
I'm concerned
Leaf
about Heretics
with a
starting off on attack
KJ.
because they're going to be able to continue to dictate the pace.
Trent on a
There's a
fade.
really good
Jonah
chance they have a big lead
on
going
his
into half,
main. The
not just because
Viper.
of the teams that are playing, but because of the map
Pat
itself.
on Viper.
G2 need to concede
Rians.
less opening kills.
And
I
then
think we've seen
Initiator.
it in the maps in this series thus far, and
Boo
in the
taking
past on
Omen.
their Lotus, where players like Leaf and Icy will go
we're
for
gonna
70s
see
forward
it,
things, go for jump peaks, and we've seen them get caught off before, which gives massive opportunities for Heretics to
me?
snowball as they have thus
Needs
far
a
this
man?
series.
No.
Yeah, and for me, not having the Cypher and switching over to the Killjoy as well is super interesting. They've always ran the Breach as well. G2, they like to do their homework.
Yeah, I think
this
Breach is a
gonna
little
be
more
bit
of
of a
a
surprise for them too. So I can't wait to see how they
sound better
respond
on
to
this
because
map,
if
not
they
gonna lie.
don't, they will be eliminated here at Masters Shanghai. They will not have a
Completely.
chance in that grand
I
finals.
think
And
it
Heretics
just depends
will
on
be
how they
going through,
play.
again, like you guys both said, not the team that anybody expected to make a final.
Yeah, and I mean, we're so used to seeing this default comp, it caught me off guard for a second. But you're right, the Breach fade that they've always played on here has been great. I think they had a lot of really unique setups that they do with that. But I think you can play in some ways in a similar way, right? You can set up with the fade, but really what this comp
I need
gives
to
you is a
give them
lot
a
better
little bit of
stall on your
headphones.
defense when you're switching over to that Killjoy, and also that kind of lets Benji be a little bit more flexible on his attacking side too, right? You don't have that cam to hold heavy for your 4-1s,
Yeah, that's true.
but now you might see more like strong side hits, more
Once you're playing
that kind
Cypher,
of
that cam
really
is
heavy
a
team
lot
play setup.
of
It
useful,
could
and if they
change the
take that
throw
away from you,
this
I
late in the
think you're
tournament.
basically done for.
How would you expect it?
You can't expect that, so I can't wait to see what G2 are going to do here. Achilles and Paper Thin. Let's see if Heretics can close this one out 3-0.
Let's see, indeed, one more map is all that Heretics need to get themselves into that grand final tomorrow. Another best of 5 for this squad.
Oh,
that
love
has
this.
looked
Look at our
absolutely on
funny
fire
lights.
throughout these first 2 maps.
Funny lights.
It feels that there is little hope for G2. However, this team has shown time and time again that there is no give
I
up.
think
There is no
honestly
let go.
G2 has
They will fight
a very
tooth and
good
nail,
ability to make a
and they
very
destroyed Heretics on this
quick
map the last
comeback,
time they
so
played. They're going to be starting on that defender
very
side.
even for
where
both
they
teams, I feel.
Had a hot
But
8-4 start.
Heretics
from
definitely,
IC.
obviously,
They're
have
catching a lot
the
of damage onto
advantage
Benji,
with the
yeah.
2 in their corner.
Knocked down to 45.
Patty too. Just a huge start there. That's such a huge advantage.
But for everyone just coming in and just waking up, good morning and hi. Welcome in.
Actually, the door being open.
This puts Icy in such a bad position where Woot is able to collect. Trent with a pullback. Gets himself out
Woot
the
with a
safety.
headshot,
Attack down to
classic.
78. Sees at the ready. Gonna be sent. Gets no catch. As Boo will be able to get him taken out. The C site now opened up. And the early damage advantage absolutely stripped away.
Double flank for Valen and Jonah P. Leaf on the other side. Benji. Oh, he's already dealt with. Jonah P finds him.
Double flank coming out now through Mount. Everybody clustered up together here from the side of Heretics. It's an absolute wall.
G2's playing very far apart while Heretics are very close together playing together. Let's see Leaf, and he's gonna get caught by Groot.
Heretics Another pistol round win.
I mean, this mid-rounding here from Heretics is so good. It looks like G2
Honestly, they
has them in dire straits off the
really
rip with so
well.
much damage being done by
Once
the
they
paint
play
shells.
together, once they
But it's a great call to stack 3
start
at the door.
getting picked off or to start taking different routes, that's when you see the whole entire formation as a team
And then they
fall
do some
apart.
damage on the way in. Clear out another player.
And it's very
And even
clear
though
that
Benji goes
Maya
down, that alerts them to the lurk. They're able to double stack the door
like
from Mound.
kinda needs to play together.
G2 out of it yet
Otherwise the whole thing just falls apart.
Paint shell going out. Taking a little bit of damage. Just moved himself.
Gonna get a nade, we see Leaf trying to get a close fit, and Zoot just absolutely demolishes him.
They could do no wrong.
Viper's gonna play back on A.
On fire with their
Trying to make a rotate, let's see, or maybe not, maybe trying to push up and go from around from Swan.
Sure the box is clear as well. Get Woot
Box is
fast-tracked
clear.
to an early showstopper.
Viper is gonna take the way and go around.
Is going to be 3 away
Looks
now
like it.
from having a potential bonus showstopper available, and all this space being taken by Patty Tech, just waiting at the door.
Patterson is taking the space and he gets his 2 shit off of Link. Gonna make his way up to A top and see if he can get that fade or anything. Fades on site. See right behind.
Rien's is just so very much aware of this. They get the reveal. They will take. Oh, flawless round.
Woo, I can't.
Capable of whipping a couple shots.
What's
It's all good. 2-0, flawless, everything carried over. And it's another solid start. And now the
I think it's all good when you get a little place like that where you can just sit back and take a little breather and laugh a smidge.
And rarely missing. Okay, yeah, a few shots missed there. But the overall game plan, the overall strategy is phenomenal
Good job,
for them.
Woot.
Contested C. Take advantage of the space that Patty Tech gained you over on A. Patty Tech so clean with that ghost. This time around, a little bit of extra util, sending the Prowler out to make sure that Mound is not going to have any unwelcome surprises.
I'm gonna send out that Prowler. Mound's gonna take his way out
They have such a fearsome bonus
and
coming
go
through,
along with
having to
Trent
play so
as
far
they
back for
walk
G2.
down Waterfall.
Where they are all the way in Waterfall because they know that the showstopper's coming.
Yep.
We're gonna take a few.
Patty Tech at the same time, able to find Jonah P. That late lurk. Right outside.
They just use up all their
He's able
nades.
to find the kill.
Honestly, that's unfortunate.
Oh, yep, getting a spot of it. Put a couple shoulders in, a couple shots into his shoulder.
Lucky they should
Oh, this is so difficult. G2 knows
buff
there's a play
KJ little.
coming, and
I
they're
think
trying
those
to get ahead
nades
of it,
are a
but it's
little.
gonna be so tough.
He's not connecting. Paint shells.
I feel like
Little
regen
value,
on that
Paranoia will
might
crash across,
be
will
nice.
find 2. But Woot holding, able to find 1.
But those KJ players hold their strengths as they normally can.
Able to shut that down. Woot going to be held at bay. The time starting to dwindle, and Patty Tech now arriving. About to make his presence known. The snake bite going to be thrown down. Paladin,
The
he's so
snake
damn low.
bite
He's
and
so damn dead.
Patty Tech just
Slow. And Heretics crush once again.
Benetech just taking in that round with that snake bite and also that double kill.
And even when they get the first kill,
Securing
sometimes they've
it
still
for
been not able to convert,
Heretics.
but this right here opens
Honestly, it
up
was
the map
really good play from
so
G2,
much,
but I think
forces
Heretics are
G2
just
to have to really press. And even though
a
they're
little more
able
clean.
to use a good paranoia to buy some space, get some kills, it's not enough to get the job done. And Patty Tech there with a beautiful snake bite reads that situation beautifully and continues to be an absolute menace.
Bull Sheriff's one stinger here for
Trent's
the
gonna
side of
jump
G2.
peek and take a little bit of damage.
Trying to pull
Walk it
off
up.
a thrifty. Get themselves on the board nice and early. Wanting to avoid the trend that we've been
I think
seeing.
they might go and take a quick rotate. See these two here and trying to take a
Shot there on the Benji Fishy, but he's able to backpedal. Now Smoke has to come out just so they can go ahead and pull away as well.
Got mound control, but a week by.
Are they gonna make their way
Not much
onside?
they can do off of it right now. So
Or-
they try to back up towards the safety of the Killjoy utility that Leaf has. If there is going to be a C hit, and once again, Patty Tech is slipping through the defenses of G2. Made his way all the way to the baby door.
One way omen smoke.
Once again, they're calling the reinforcements, but this time G2 is holding the line. Boo able to dodge
Quick to
that
get out of
on,
that fade.
and that's going to send a few players starting to drift different directions. However, doubling
All the
back.
corral, yeah. Making their way forward, maybe trying to
Look at like we got
bait a little bit
2
there
on
and
site.
make them think
I
that the
like
site has
3
been
on site.
evacuated. Into the
We've
back
got
either
3
way.
on site. We've got
Actually
Omen
finding
hitting
some decent damage here. It's
tight
gonna be
in the
held by
back.
the Seas, but Woot able to still find one. Patek getting another. Valen, a headshot. Icy with one himself. Swing 40.
Left,
Get that
good
reload off the
job.
top.
And they
Lead now, last one alive versus 3.
just quickly secured
Spike
site.
collected and the plant will come
Let's see.
through.
What is Leaf gonna do? We have Viper on
10 seconds left.
drop. We've got KJ on site. We've got Omen playing in tree. Where's Leaf being?
That weapon just out of reach.
And that's it. He goes out.
Collected, will get taken down.
Clean round
Kills
for
found,
Team
still
Heretics.
certainly some fight in them, but Team Heretics now 4-0.
It was some pretty good util usage there, especially from Trent. It's a great seize. Stalls as much as he can. Gives at least some hope to G2 in this round. See 3 players caught
That
by
fade
it,
molly.
and they're able to get 2 kills. Then Patty Tech, who is picking up right where he left off on Icebox. Tremendous 7-0 start. 2 away from a Viper's pit. And look at Woot, halfway to another showstopper already. And the altar just starting to come into cycle here for G2. Icy with that orb grab, 1 away himself.
Honestly, I think we might just end the stream at like 2 hours. I do need to go get some sleep. It is approaching 5 in the morning for me. Let's see. Maybe after this match. Let's Jonah to collect. Patek cleaning that up. Though. Valen also cleaning that up. G2 getting their first round. Let's see. I feel like this match might go on for a hot minute.
The Killjoy defensive setup that Leaf was going to be using, and they fall prey to it. One taken down by the Nano. Boo just TPs into his death. A little bit over eager there from Heretics, but the confidence is flowing, and you can go for plays like that when you're 4 rounds ahead to start a map. You can go for plays like that when you're 2 maps ahead in a
Trent's
match.
using the Odin.
To see if you can just brute force your way through your opponents, break them, both mentally, spiritually. Oh, Icy. What a pick.
Fantastic catch. Shades of what Texture was doing to them on this very map. Good opener. Patek not allowed to find value here in this round, not allowed to assist his squad, but Heretics overall still have been decent at fighting back when they have these disadvantages.
And it's tough now for Heretics because that showstopper's in play. So they're being very, very cautious, trying to figure out where exactly
And so we've got Omen online.
over to, seeing if they can avoid losing a player, at the very least exchanging off that powerful ult. That's a big confirmation there for Trent. He's got that Odin too. Rien's Benji Fishy already dinged up. Boo as well.
Okay, we're gonna take that ult. We're gonna go on A stairs. Also getting interrupted by Boo. Valen actually. We're gonna take that rotate. We're gonna go on to C. C. We got Woot trying to hold that space on C. We've also got Leaf and Jonah on C, trying to deny him that space. But still,
The rocket comes flying out, and that's going to be the raises traded out. Leaf still here.
Leaf,
Still standing strong.
Jonah
Jonah now making his
cleaning that up,
position.
honestly. A really good round for G2.
Aware to the other team.
Really selling that plan, also not letting them run to sight.
They're just doing such a good job of denying
Denying that util as well.
Team Heretics to create
Clean all
space on
around.
the map. Every angle they take is immediately shut down. Right off the rip. That's the Tobo. Yeah, you lose those ghost stop, that's okay.
1, 2,
That
Jonah.
allows Leeds to spray one on to Benji Fishy. Get a lot of info. We tried to, Jonah. We tried. And you denied it.
Push up. Oh, someone readjusts. Icy take it down. It's just when G2 feel like they're finding their footing, finding their groove. Who does that?
That's bananas. The fact that he turns on that is insane. I mean, we saw it from Trent earlier, but that is such a huge moment for Team Heretics because they maintain control of Rebel. But look at where Jonah P has gotten to. He's gotten all the way towards spawn. Tucked into the corner.
And coming down, suspecting that somebody could have that forward linger, but they won't give it the time of day. Yeah, you can see Rian's watching for this. Just quietly, not wanting to make any noise.
We got that KJ on
Oh, Leaf ready with a lockdown.
back, trying to look at that. We've got Boo still hanging tight on
Already been expended.
A site.
Lockdown now, coming through.
I'm gonna see Jonah. Is he gonna push through? Is he gonna fall back? I think he might fall back.
Want to try to go for any kind of swing out here. It's again flush against the wall.
He's still gonna go on A.
Shifting in towards A. As he swings the
I
corner,
think
he's
they're
still going to
securing
be able to
that on A side. They're still gonna fight for it.
An alarm box
I'm gonna
set
see
up
Jonah is gonna run up behind them. Gonna get caught by the alarm bot.
starting to run low.
1,
seconds
2.
remaining. He's a good
There's
direction here.
about
One
4
to the
on
side.
site.
Balancing, peeing out.
All 5
Himself
actually.
safe as that paranoia crashes across.
Spike planted.
Sit up here in the
1,
box, swing out of
2
the corner, but it's 2 more.
for Boo.
Boom dead, but it might not matter.
Valen gets his own essence taken out. 1 entry.
It's unfair. Unbelievable.
1.
Clear out the double swing. Leap
That could have low-key be a collab. Really good timing on that.
Boo tucks back, draws the attention, and Rienz collects the kill. Well, Jonah, this guy who's been putting up incredible clutch performances throughout the tournament. This one just a bridge too far. The odds completely stacked against
And
him.
they're gonna play back.
Just has to let this spike detonate and let Heretics get
Yeah,
themselves up to
Jonah's gonna
5.
play back.
Unbelievable. I mean, again, it's one of these rounds.
Scare the gun.
All Boo does was spike.
Yeah,
Scare the round for Heretics.
That was fine.
it do be like that. But again, one of these rounds where I'm kind of okay with what G2 does. It's just they get beat by better shooting. And it's Boo this time who's stepping up to the plate and knocking it out of the park. I mean, shutting down that rubble push is insanity. I mean, he clears the haunt. He's looking over. Oh my
Just
god. The second bullet
quick on them.
goes right to the head.
So laissez-faire from him. Just
Yeah.
casual little flick over to the side. Some of the rest of the team not having it.
No touching.
But now we've got the timeout call here once more for G2.
Time I call in G2.
It's insane.
2
It
to
just feels
5.
Heretics
Also,
is
think
so
this
ready.
calls
They
for
had a
another
triple
mission break.
stack on
We're
that angle that Boo got
approaching
that
2
double kill
hours.
on.
I'm consuming copious
So
amounts of
prepared
liquid.
for every push out that G2 wants to make, for every move that G2 seemingly feels like they can take, and that swing out of drop crumbles, and so does the round behind it. It's insane. This Heretics team,
Playing like monsters.
scary as hell.
Down but not yet out. G2. A 3-round deficit. Starting on the defending side here of Lotus.
Yeah,
Chance to still run this back if they can find a couple more round wins. Get themselves into a good position at the half.
Someone call the Inquisitors, because the Heretics are running wild. Unbelievable.
There.
Another
Already.
Yeah, there's no raise here though for Team Heretics. This is all just a bit of a fake to kind of keep the extra forces that G2 planted a moment longer. I would expect that you would want to go for a pacey hit, but for now, maybe just an orb grab. As Leaf has abandoned the site, smoked the door, have delayed things enough that G2 is getting forces into place relatively quickly, and yeah, Team Heretics just can't find the opportunity that they want. That smoke, well timed by Valen. The door open, have to account for that angle from B, looking for those quick rotates from G2, our Heretics, and we're going to be coming through. Now they have to spread the map a little bit more, reestablish, or try to reestablish control for themselves.
We've got 1 minute left on the timer, and we still got 5v5 on all sides. We've got a Viper pit in play. We've still got a fatal as well.
Bit delayed. But no matter which way you slice it, as soon as G2 realized that CU orb was going to be taken, it's either the showstopper or that Nightfall on the opposite side. Jonah P. It's an opening spray.
That
Here
could've
takes out Boom. Here takes out Rans. They're both down. 10 HP, 11 HP. Solid damage dealt there.
30 seconds left.
Saving them off and forcing them back over towards C, where Icy's able to get ahead of this Nightfall. Push up through the poison orb. Icy collecting 2. Knows that Wood is just on the other side of the box, and he gets it. The 3 pieces, the door once again tapped, just constantly revolving.
Rans is gonna try and make his way out.
Rans backing away from the alarm bot.
Gonna try and get that plan down. They got 10 seconds left. He gets it down.
Needs to do the lion's share of the work. Sees to try to slow
Got all
things
3.
up. Push in. Manages to collect 2. lonesome. 1 HP. Certainly
That is ridiculous.
Benetech, he fights back. Looking for the ace clutch. Jonah P, the slow grapevine.
Ace from Patek.
They do it! He is on his feet! The crowd erupts! As Benetech shuts it down!
I think that's the second one.
Unbelievable! Unthinkable!
1 HP. Ace as well.
I'm speechless. This is just disgusting. Gets the 1, gets the 2 on that angle. And then just down to 1 HP, Valen has him dead to rights, but Valen can't get him in time, and then he just spins, and he's ready. He just tucks in the corner and takes him down. And Patty Tech is perfect.
He's regretting his life decisions.
And you can see G2 knows that should have been theirs. That should have been maybe the turning point in this map. But instead, Heretics' run of absolute brutality just continues. They're unholy.
Just bottomless energy and haymakers in every single round. And the desk we're talking about it.
Honestly, I think I'm gonna cut the stream short.
You forget about the past, you just look at the present, you focus on the game at hand.
Loki, your girl needs to go to
That is
sleep.
one of those rounds.
We need to go.
It sends
Take our little
everything
sleep. We're gonna
that's
send you
happened
over
this
to
series thus far,
a lovely
echoing
little
back
friend
to
of
the
mine.
minds of
His name
every
is
single
Heavy
player on
Eaters.
G2.
Exactly.
What a nice little guy.
Patatech, hungry for that final, hungry to send another America's representative home.
Switch over. Is it just chatting?
And that might have just been the final.
There we go. But yeah. Nice little stream. We're gonna go say hi to him. Gonna go wish him the best. If you haven't dropped him a follow yet, please do so. He is doing a giveaway as well. Make sure to log in and sign up for that. There's the red message. I will maybe see you guys later if I wake up in time. Other than that, I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye-bye.